Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Mortal Kombat 11 and the Intercontinental Combat at Versus Fighting 2019. I am Mustard, and joining me on the commentary desk is MK Orp from Scotland. How's it going, bro? How's the trip?
It's actually been all right. Not too bad a drive down. Got here last night. It's been a fantastic tournament so far. Lots of fantastic games.
Dude, this has been mental. As I'm sure most of you guys watching have seen so far. This is quite a stacked event as far as UK tournaments go for NetherRealm. Pretty much every strong UK player for NetherRealm is here, bar like literally one or two that couldn't make it the trip. As always happens, you very rarely get literally every single person, but this was a 140+ man bracket, and we are now going into the last stages of pool play. And then we'll be resuming our top 24 shortly after. This is actually my group of pools, so I'm going to kind of be out and in every now and then. But I'm told it's okay, so don't worry about it. But yeah, this has been crazy. Have you had any sort of highlight matches so far?
I would say that my match with Nivek was a really good match. Me and him back and forwards the whole time. He did manage to take it, but both of us played really well.
I mean, if we're talking European NetherRealm scene, Nivek is the name that kind of really shoots right up to the top of anyone's mind at that moment. For sure. So taking it so close to such a legendary player within the European area is definitely not too bad at all. Personally, for me, it's the players we haven't had a chance to see so much that we know have been playing this game a lot. Like, of course, we've seen Rusty with that Jackie doing work. We're going to see Video Games the Shao Kahn of the online world.
That's someone to look out for.
No, absolutely. And it's kind of those kind of players that, for me, are the ones that are the most exciting, because we've all seen Foxy. At this point, we've all seen Dizzy and Nivek and all these top players that have kind of earned their right to be held in that regard. But this is Versus Fighting, right? This is the UK's biggest fighting game tournament. There are many games here with world tour credentials and stuff like that, and MK11 being an intercontinental IKK event is what I think has helped make this event be so stacked. I think players really wanted to make sure they didn't miss it. We've had a bunch of Europeans make the trip over, like White Black, Ganondorf, Nivek, of course, amongst others. And I'm excited to see, especially this last group of pools that I know has, it's me, Ganondorf, Video Games I am forgetting a name in this pool. I'll have a look at it in a sec, don't worry. But plenty of good players left to go.
Yeah, I mean, still so many good games to come. My apologies there.
That's all right, it happens. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking around the room, I believe there is a slight kind of like wait in between the game starting in the last pool, as we've already got through a lot of the tournament already, as is in this pool play. But it's been really fun. I'm having a lot of fun. It's obviously Versus Fighting is something that we always hold in quite high esteem in the UK and Europe overall. So we always do look forward to this kind of annual summer tournament for us, as the UK is pretty slim pickings for big major scale tournaments nowadays, right? For the longest time we had Hype Spotting and Versus Fighting. There are other events around. You have a regional level that are kind of beginning to creep their way up into large status. But Versus Fighting really is kind of the tried and true. Is this your first Versus Fighting?
No, I was here last year for Injustice 2.
Yes, you were, of course. And hopefully it won't be your last. The amount of people that have come up to me today and have been like, hey man, this is my first either tournament straight up, or first Versus Fighting, first major. I feel like it's a recurring thing that happens a lot, and I think it is in part because of how big MK11 is at launch. Yeah,
it's been massive compared to Injustice 2 last year. This game has been insanely big.
Well, the thing is, Injustice 2 was not really a game that Europe dedicated to the same way they did Mortal Kombat, and that's not a knock on Injustice. It's just Europe is a Mortal Kombat community, right? It's a Mortal Kombat scene, and the numbers really do prove it across the board. And I'm happy to see it, because I'm a Mortal Kombat guy. I think I always will be, always have been. And it's nice to see a game come out, and again, this is month 3, right? Like we're just rolling over to the 3-month status, and the amount of stuff we've seen already in terms of competition, the amount of players that have kind of crawled out of the woodwork. We've seen a lot of it from an American standpoint.
Yeah.
And this is the opportunity for our European counterparts to kind of do the same, and have their kind of breakout performance, because this is the tournament to do it. Because just to remind those of you watching, you might be thinking, what is an intercontinental combat tournament? What is that? There are designated tournaments around the international scene that when you win that tournament, you qualify for the IKK finals at DreamHack Winter later this year. If you win at the finals, you are a guaranteed lock for the Pro Competition Grand Finals when they happen at a later date. So for an international player, this is really, if you can't travel to America for all the pro competition major events, if you can't travel around to all of them to kind of earn points in the leaderboard that way, this is a way for international players around sort of Europe and this kind of part of the world, I suppose, Middle East and whatnot. This is your way to get into the world finals, the big world championships. And that is what everyone's here to do. We have players like Foxy Grandpa, whose points he's earned in the pro competition has pretty much guaranteed him into the finals by themselves. But he's still here to win. He wants he's a pro player, right?
Yeah.
He has to enter tournaments. He wants to win cash if he can. And obviously, he just loves competing. Dizzy is here and not quite as locked for the finals yet, but he's doing okay in pro competition.
Dizzy's been doing really well this season.
But this is really the opportunity for these players that can't travel around to pro competition, right? Maybe they don't have the funds, they don't have a sponsor, they don't have the backing needed to find their way into the finals. And I'm excited to see which of them is going to be pulling out as the cream of the crop.
That is true, because with Mortal Kombat 11 as compared to previous games, there is so much high-level competition, not only around the world, but even just in the UK.
I don't think it's a comparison to other games. I think it's a question of growth. Because the UK, ever since MKX, right? MKX was kind of the real first NetherRealm game that the community really saw that the UK actually has. Okay, the UK can actually play this game, right?
Yeah.
Because year one Evo, 2 UK players in top 8. One got second, one got fifth. Obviously, the Pro League we had, we would see UK players qualify for that every single season. And in Justice 2, it really pretty much was only Foxy Grandpa and Irish Madness, which I know you could say isn't England, but it's the United Kingdom. It's the area, right? It's close enough. It's the same. The community is seen to be of the same region most of the time, anyway. So we kind of went from the 2 players the many players in MKX to arguably just the 2 players in Injustice 2. Of course, Dizzy started competing in Injustice 2, but his success wasn't quite there the way we see it now. That was kind of his intro game, I suppose, to the community.
This game really has been his breakthrough.
Oh, absolutely.
Definitely.
Whereas now we're looking at it, and it's just that the whole scene is looking so strong. And as a long-time UK player, that makes me very happy to see, right? It warms my black heart has been blackened by the violence of Mortal Kombat. But no, I'm really happy, especially to see this turn out overall. As I don't want to say a newcomer to the scene, but
okay.
I hope you guys heard that. That took me off my train of thought. As a newer player to the community over the last couple of games, I suppose.
Yeah.
How has MK11 been for you in terms of expectations competitively?
Well, I would say at the beginning, the game seemed perfect, but as I've been entering tournaments, it has, for me at least, become increasingly more difficult, just because there is so many more players.
You think that's an overall level of play thing from the competition, or the game?
I mean, there's so many, compared to Injustice, for me, there is so many more talented players for this game.
I think passion as well is a big thing, because a lot of those players that are serious competitors that really put in the grind, they're passionate about MK.
Yeah.
They love this franchise. Many of the people, I can just glance my eyeballs around this room. You guys can't see it because of the camera, but the amount of players that I see in this room that I have known for 8+ years, because we've all MK9 to now, still playing, still competing, and MK is the game that constantly brings everyone back here to VSF as, we've got a camera on the crowd. How about that? But yeah, it's going pretty well so far. Hopefully those of you watching at home are having fun and enjoying it with us as we have the last set of pools ready to get underway in a few minutes' time. Thank you very much for being patient and bearing with us. Of course, shout-outs to the Versus Fighting staff team running the Lord knows how many amount of games they have in this huge venue, managing to make it work. So shout-outs to them, of course. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. We have the last set of pools to go, and then immediately after that, we'll be getting into top 24. So then we'll really begin to see the creme de la creme before tomorrow's top 8.
Looking forward to that. That should be an extremely...
Predictions for top 8. I'm going to hit them with you. What do you expect? I feel like the obvious one is Foxy, Dizzy.
Yeah.
I feel like they're the 2 most stable, but outside of those 2, who are you predicting we might see get there?
I think...
You're allowed to include yourself. You're allowed.
Well... I
think I put you on the spot a little bit. I put you on the spot a little bit.
I definitely think Rusty. I think he's definitely going to make it. I really believe in him.
I can see that.
He's been competing across Scotland. He came down to Manchester for their Road to
He's been winning pretty much everything.
He has. He's an extremely talented player. Someone for these kind of intercontinental tournaments, you should definitely keep an eye out on. He is an extremely talented
the best fit for it as well, for that kind of player. Because, you know, of course, talking about the player Rusty, who's a Jackie player, you will see him as Rusty Banana on PSN. He's quite an active online player. But normally when you see players like that, because he is one of the younger guys as well, making the trip down from Scotland with you and the entire Scottish crowd that were able to make the trip. Normally, when those kind of players come to an event like this, there's always the talk of, are they going to get nervous? It's their first kind of big major, or sometimes first tournament they've travelled for. How's it going to be? But the fact that Rusty has been able to enter so many tournaments in Scotland and win them, and then travel down to Manchester and win there too, doesn't show to me that he's a very nervous player.
No. I mean, tournament nerves is something which I personally have struggled with quite a bit, but Rusty seems cool, calm, collected every single time I've seen him play.
And he plays Jackie, which is a very scary combination indeed. But we have our first two players ready to go for this block of pools. It's going to be Parwana versus Shaz. Shaz, of course, we saw with a dominating performance over Derpy with that Kung Lao. It was Jade versus Kung Lao. Shaz, another one of those players that I think is going to be a recurring theme across all of today, is big player online, now coming to his offline kind of showing. I can't speak for Shaz's overall fighting game experience in tournaments. I know I personally haven't really seen him in NetherRealm games in tournaments regularly, so I like to think that for at least MK this might be his first kind of real showing in the game. Of course I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. But a patient Jade, very patient Jade, which we know competitively can be a bit of a pain in the backside.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've seen Waz's Jade. He's been playing that so calm, so slow, and it's been working so well against so many different opponents.
I think she almost has that kind of Cetrion effect, where Cetrion is straight up like projectiles.
Yeah. For
the majority of the time, right? However, in most matchups anyway. But for Jade, I feel like her big thing is just slowing the game down. It's not actually necessarily just projectiles and keep away. It's I am going to slow this game to a crawl, and you're going to have to play around that. Yeah. And I think that by itself really does a good job of kind of stopping the way a lot of players will play this game right now. A lot of players in the NetherRealm community, they like being aggressive, they like rushing down, they like doing flashy combos. And Jade is pretty much the exact opposite of all of that. But whether we'll see it continue, we will find out very soon as we go into this game. Are we doing a button check? I expect so. No, maybe not. I guess we've done it. Okay.
Oh, crushing blow immediately. That's going to get some damage.
There are worse ways to start things off. Now Jade, one of those characters that, again, she's not known for huge hit confirms into big damage, but she will be plus frames most of the time or safe. So you really have to play around that the best you can.
This could be quite interesting because with that that purple aura that Jade gains, she does become invulnerable to projectiles. So this could spell a bit of trouble for Wana here.
Well, it might be because, like, obviously the whole projectile game from mid-screen and beyond isn't going to work. Wow, already has the throw crushing blow. Oh, okay, no, maybe a slight input error there from Shaz. Probably went for something else. But not being able to throw projectiles from the full screen, but also if he wants to use those force balls for pressure, I'm pretty sure Jade is one of the characters that they miss on. Because she's a female character, and generally female characters don't have to worry about that pressure. So I'm assuming that's a thing. So this might be quite hard for Parwana at most ranges, unless he can get his pressure going some other way.
So here he goes for the forward four, but the projectile, Shaz using those air projectiles so well, and understanding the plus frames that come from the amplified version.
Very scary to deal with, and absolutely worth the bar too. Ooh, okay. Sure. Mild whiff punish, we're going to take it. Ooh.
Keeping it safe with the straight projectile there.
Oh, there we go, the trip guard with the down four. Jade getting a lot of mileage off of that low poke. Ooh, okay, catches him. Okay, there's the staggered pressure. Oh no, gets opened up for the last couple of hits. Now this is dangerous territory for Parwana. He has the defensive bar, but won't matter, as the landing wiggle stick is going to smack him out of it for game one.
Straight back to fighter select though. It could be interesting.
If he has another character, this is probably the time to pull it out.
Ooh, Scorpion.
This is a hard counter pick.
Yeah.
This is widely regarded to be a bad matchup for Jade, and you can kind of see why. She can't really throw projectiles. He doesn't really have to worry about the glow so much because his only real projectile is the spear, and spear in the neutral was never really a huge matchup changer. No. But the big thing is his ability to just react to anything she does special-wise.
Yeah.
And obviously her slower buttons with Punish City for good old Scorpion.
be interested to see how this change goes, but straight in with the pressure here. We're going to see interrupting the throw, goes a little low into the reset. Crushing blow, some big damage here, possibly.
Decent damage, I'd say. Oh, puts himself in the corner, though. I guess corner pressure only means so much against Scorpion when he can teleport out. Okay, we're going to see a combo. Yes, we will. Gets the full pickup. Decent damage, of course. Oh! Oh, no, that is on. Yeah, but managed to stay safe at least. Was punishable, but Shaz wasn't able to quite get it in time.
Parwana, now he's...
oh my
down
God.
Two. I didn't even have time to finish my sentence.
I can't believe that hit from them. I mean, I can. It's Jade, so of course I hit. But still, man, that's crazy. Oh! Oh! That was so clean. Shaz, the monster.
And the reads as well. Shaz just looking so comfortable right now.
Hey, this has actually been a ridiculous game. This is like hard read, the play for sure. Oh, whiff from the grab, has to watch that.
Cat getting caught by the low there. Parwana, I think, trying to slow things down a bit there.
Oh,
the flawless block, but no reversal.
Oh, keep on with this. Yes, he can. That's such good damage for a jump kick. Oh, and that's going to be the game. It's weird hearing the brutality noise before you see the screen go black.
It is.
It always throws me off with that one.
But no, that was a clean victory from Shaz there.
No,
really
honestly,
strong.
like I know Shaz is a strong player because he plays a lot of online. Those of us that play online a lot, have seen him in the online space doing well in Kombat League and just general matchmaking, I suppose. He's a big fan of it. But going into a competition, you can never really be too sure. But once we saw him play against Derpy as well as he did, because again, like Shaz's Jade is one of those. The character is known for being like pure lame. In terms of like keep away, not lame isn't bad. Like the character is strong, but it's what's considered a lame style, and a very slow-paced game. Whereas I feel like Shaz does that, but then has moments of just real kind of random chaos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for example, against Derpy, we saw him go for like down one Fatal Blow, which is due to the speed of Fatal Blow. That's not a very Jade thing to do, but it worked at the moment because it's what Shaz does with her. And we saw moments of it like that too, where we saw just raw up glaive and a hard prediction anti-air, which he comboed from, and other stuff like that.
Well.
Yeah, for sure. Like it's just a really good demonstration of someone that is comfortable with his play and willing to think outside the box a little bit, which I really very much applaud. But we have two more players ready to go, sitting down on stage. We'll find out who they are very soon. In this block of pools. I'm going to use this opportunity during this next game to bring up the pool list and actually see who we've got playing. Because the pools have a lot of people in them.
They do.
So, and a lot of the people in the pools won't actually play each other until like way later either. So it's like super strange. But it makes sense, in terms of how the format runs for the event itself. But nice to see so far. Starting off with Jade. So it actually looks like this must be a continuation of some of the pool that we saw before the break, so we aren't actually going straight up into it next. Speaking of which, though, we are seeing Rusty come back against... Oh no, the time has come. I have a confession to make. I have never known how to pronounce his name.
C-Cat, I believe.
I don't know if it's
C...
Is it C-Kiat? Is it C-Kiat? Is it just C-Cat?
I think I've heard people say
I've known
C-Cat.
of him for years, but I've never known how to say his name.
I think this is quite an interesting matchup as well, because I believe these guys play online on a somewhat regular basis.
Does C-Cat still play Collector?
I don't know.
I've only ever seen him play once online, and he was playing Collector at the time. I don't know if that's his main or if he just happened to be playing it. Of course, Rusty, it's going to be Jackie, we'll see. I'd be very surprised if we saw something else. But Collector could be interesting. Not one of the better characters in the game by any means, but I feel like any character in the game is capable of winning a first to two.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, okay. Dead of Winter, no less, too. Dead of Winter, very popular in the UK, I've noticed. The UK, at least today, in today's tournament, 9 times out of 10, we typically see Dead of Winter. Which I feel like is maybe the direction the character's heading back towards. Sub-Zero overall was seen to be Dead of Winter as the main one when everyone thought the overhead was completely unreactable. But as that kind of became less of a thing, Thin Ice was more of the favoured, but still seeing uses for Dead of Winter, definitely still strong.
Yeah.
But Rusty, with that Jackie, he really is the talk of the pool so far, I would say. A newer player to competition on a major scale, but definitely making waves.
We got a bit of pressure going here, keeping it safe. They stand one straight through the forward two there. It's going to lead some big damage. Jackie hitting like a truck. Getting that 3 knees. Optimal stuff from from Rusty here.
Yeah, going for those optimals in tournament and getting them consistently as well is another sign of confidence, I'd say. A lot of jacks will kind of forego it, go for the 2 and be done with it. All the patience from Rusty still. Oh, the delay into the low. Good grab. Another escape.
Tech.
Oh, okay, that was a big read from Rusty, just going for the raw low. I think that was exactly what he was looking for, but maybe a little bit too close.
Just playing it patient. This is what Rusty does. He loves to just sit in that mid-range, but the back 2-2 is going to catch out CCAT, and he's going to take the first round. Another back 2-2 from Rusty here. Trying to play a bit patiently. We're not seeing too many ice balls here from CCAT. Maybe.
I think maybe he's just concerned that Rusty is just going to be able to. Because the thing about Jackie is that she's not amazing at, you know, kind of keeping up with keep away, but her forward movement is so good, it almost doesn't matter most of the time.
And also her back forward too, her flying punch is exceptional at punishing things.
And has the crushing blow if she manages to space it out properly.
Yeah, it becomes a real threat.
Oh, there it is. Oh, advantage, wants to take some more, but Rusty being very respectful on defense. Might come back to buy him. Chooses not to break away. That's going to be the crushing blow, yep. So CCAT's going to take a return round. Spends an important crushing blow, but definitely worth it. Rusty cornered. Ooh.
Another trade. Oh, goes for the ice ball, but interrupted by that down 3.
We've seen Rusty doing that a lot, though, kind of the instant dash into a down 3. Maybe that's the kind of stuff that's stopping CCAT from going for those ice balls. Just worried that Rusty is going to make the read on a jump or a dash-in low poke.
Using those plus frames to his advantage. Just trying to keep CCAT in the corner right now.
Oh, good throw escape. Very important. Oh, could have crouched that. But that's the read. Just when you crouch it, you get hit by the low blast. Oh, tries to go for the corner extension. Important break from CCAT.
Goes for the low, giving Rusty his turn. He's going to get a throw here. This could be the first game. Oh, the fatal blow.
I definitely respect it. In that kind of situation, you're kind of being smothered by staggers on offense. Going for that armored option to not only do a chunk of damage, but be able to fight his way out of the corner a little bit. Oh, okay, that's huge. Catches the roll. Plus frames.
Overhead. This could be big.
I mean, he has no defensive bar. He's used the crushing blow, but he's going to have the life lead.
What are we going to see from Rusty here? Oh! Goes for the, and the throw is going to take that.
And what did that start off? A wake-up fatal blow. That's why it's not always a bad idea, even if it doesn't give you the life lead. Because it gave him space to breathe, it gave him room to work with. It reset the momentum a little bit, because you're not just being staggered non-stop. And
that's the thing with
it worked out.
That's the thing with Sub-Zero's fatal blow. It puts him at the perfect range to get full 3-way mix. He can go for the overhead, the low, staggers. He's got so many options off his fatal blow. I think it's one of the better ones on Oki, I think.
No, I would definitely agree. Oh, okay, so he kept wanting to start off with a forward 4, but Dash Punch says absolutely not.
Oh, is this going to punish? It is. Big damage from Rusty and less. Yep, CCAT deciding to break away here. The throw whiffing. That was unfortunate for Rusty. Go for a conversion here. Unsure why, as Rusty couldn't break away, but he's going to get a bit more damage here. Getting that crushing blow loaded up. Yeah,
getting that back toss crushing blow as well, or like the stage to it is important. Because it's not usually ideal to go for that, because Jackie more often than not has your opponent cornered or near it. Oh, okay.
Oh, that could have been it. Keep himself safe.
I think he's quite content with chip damage at this point, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, but the mix.
Will he get the chance?
One more mix and he's dead.
Oh, no way. He's dead. He's dead. Jump in, standing 4.
Yeah.
He's dead. Wow. That actually did enough. CCAT going to commit to the mix. And his reward is another life bar. Rusty, 1 round away from being sent down to losers. This is definitely not the result we were expecting.
No, not for me personally.
I mean, if anything, it's just going to show that CCAT is definitely bringing the strong stuff straight away. CCAT has been around for a nice amount of years in the UK. This could be a big win for him.
No stagger there, but the cancels from Jackie here, mate. Very, very scary stuff at the back. Throw going to put CCAT back towards the corner.
But the big thing about these rounds as well, though, is I feel like Rusty's in the driver's seat for like 90% of them, and then CCAT just manages to find that one space to just, squeeze in a back 3, find the ice ball confirm. Oh, big whip punish.
It's going to be some damage here. Not going for the forward 2-2. That's quite unlike Rusty. But
I think he's just content to keep it as easy as he can. Take some damage and risking drop it, especially when you're 1 round away from losing the set too. You see the patience CCAT. Ooh, walks into a down 3, return.
Trying to play some uses here. With the throw, escape failed. This could go badly. Are we going to see a back throw from...
Oh,
the forward 2 whiff.
No, he isn't going to be able to kill him here. But he will get
some
the
big
damage.
Uh-oh, this is a bad situation for Rusty. And the trade, C-Cat taking over Rusty Banana.
Yeah, big win for C-Cat managing to do that. Obviously, Rusty being one of the players that overall a lot of people here have had their eye on. Obviously, still very much in the tournament, so nothing to worry about too much. But obviously, yeah, that's a huge win for C-Cat.
Yeah,
we've seen him around in the UK for a few years now, but haven't really kind of seen him claim any kind of like real kind of top tier wins, I would say. Like, we know he's a decent player, but he's yet to kind of really have that big cash out.
His big breakthrough.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe defeating Rusty here, who obviously is someone we've been looking at for a lot of the day, could be a good start to things. Because it was also looking really good overall with C-Cat, you know, with just the hit confirms, his decision making. Not playing too risky either. Like, yeah, we saw a lot of forward twos, which might be a thing. But it was working out, right? Like the important thing is it was working, so he committed to it and continued to do so. But it wasn't like that was the only reason he won, right? Like his saving his fatal blow for the right time, not waking up at obvious points. Just a really clean play overall.
Yeah. I mean, one thing which I was surprised about not seeing so much in the Jackie matchup was the ice balls in the neutral, but he just seemed content with playing patient, trying to play a bit of footsies, wait for Rusty to try to come in.
I feel like he went in there with a very clear game plan with Sub-Zero. Right?
Definitely.
He had a very specific way he wanted to play the matchup. He stuck to it, and it worked out.
Yeah.
And, he's going to be advancing through the winner's side. I actually have his bracket open up as well. I was able to look, so I can see who exactly he has to play as, okay, Rusty. That was for top 24 winners. So Rusty is going to be top 24 winners, and C-Cat is going to be top 24 losers now.
Other way around, sorry. It's Rusty and losers.
Did I?
Yeah,
I said it the wrong way around. So C-Cat is winner's side, top 24, and Rusty is loser's side. So
I think that means...
Yeah. C-Cat had to beat Holy Carp, Soul Calibur player that we've seen come to our local in Leicester.
Yeah.
Has been trying to get better at the game. Managed to beat Jinty in the Mirror.
One of Electronic Dojo's own, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. As one of Electronic Dojo's own as well. So a bit of an early team kill, unfortunately. And then taking it over Rusty. That's a really good path for him so far.
Yeah.
Really good stuff. And now we go to the other side of the bracket where we have Irish Mantis versus White Black ready to go. And the winner of this will play against Shaz for the top 24 match. So this is actually going to be very interesting to watch, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's have a look. Irish Mantis has had to defeat NFC is Ludus and Dread, and now he's against White Black, and White Black has defeated Namega and UK MCN. So yeah, this is to face Shaz in it's pretty much the final of the pool, near enough. But that's really interesting stuff. White Black, of course, needs no real introduction. Those of you that follow European fighting games know this name very well. Strong player in versus games, very big on Marvel 3 back in the day. And, of course, Dragon Ball FighterZ now. We see him all the time. But a big thing about White Black is he is a big NetherRealm fan, a big Mortal Kombat fan, specifically. We saw him back in MKX with that Liu Kang, managing to make some waves in the Pro League days of Season 2. And in MK11, playing Jackie Briggs. He started with Liu Kang, but made the change to Jackie soon after. And Irish Mantis, we've seen him a lot in the UK. Big Johnny Cage activist. Big, charismatic player is Irish Mantis, I think, is a generous way of putting it. Now, I know Irish Mantis didn't have a tremendous showing at Biennality. I know a lot of people were expecting him to maybe be like a top 8 contender, top 16, but had a bit of a rough one. He had a very difficult pool and definitely didn't have the result I think we were all expecting of him. But it happens, right? When you have a tournament with the best players around competing, I mean, someone's got to lose, right?
Yeah.
And unfortunately for Irish Mantis, it wasn't really his day. However, today is a new day, and weeks after, and he's definitely not afraid to put in the grind. Still sticking with that Johnny Cage. Johnny against a female character again, though, so again, that forceful pressure that we see be really strong, I don't think works against her.
No, I don't believe it does.
And, of course, Jackie on White Black. But I don't think that's enough reason to count Irish Madness out. I think he knows enough about this character. He's very fundamentally sound at NetherRealm games, so excited to see this one for sure.
Yeah, I don't believe Irish Mantis would pick this if he didn't think he could take it. So.
Absolutely. Especially when he does have other characters as well that he has played.
Yeah.
Now, we know Irish Mantis is a very slow player in terms of Johnny Cage. Johnny Cage is kind of known for kind of explosive offense and crazy cancels and whatnot historically. But Mantis is a bit slower pace, whereas White Black, very aggressive, very in-your-face. Jackie being a perfect character to complement that kind of player. Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
Empty jump still gets anti-aired.
Get a wake up though from Mantis. Goes to the plus frames, but White Black just not blocking. Ooh, wake up straight back. Mantis just taking it slow, getting that down one, but unfortunately gonna tech wrong on the meter burn throw there.
Ooh, manages to get hit straight away after the throw tech though. Breakaway force straight away. Another grab. Escape failed too. He tried. Now things are looking for Irish Mantis again. Oh! Walks into the fatal blow.
I was not expecting that to work.
Now Irish Mantis reeling back in his chair. I don't think he was expecting it either. White Black. I like that choice though. We're saying that White Black's a very offensive player, very aggressive. The second momentum was shifted from him, fatal blow straight away.
Yeah.
Really wanted to kind of steal it back. So he's in control again. Okay.
Ooh, goes for the buff.
All the crouching from White Black again, knowing those amplified force ball. It is high. Don't have to worry about it too much. Okay, now he's in trouble as Irish Madness. That arm bar has been completed, which means that the crushing blow on the throw tech is now ready to go, and that's very dangerous, especially if you have throws as part of your offense. With a big whiff punish from Irish Madness. Oh, okay, there's the miss. White Black getting tagged by that string. I think looking for the throw maybe. Okay.
Going to be some nice damage here from White Black. Putting Irish Mantis in the corner. This could be a big moment here for White Black.
And it's dangerous for Irish Mantis. That's for sure. I believe he has the crushing blow loaded on the clinch. Oh, the big whip punish. Breakaway has to happen. The forward two still has the offense.
Oh, good
big
throw tech.
Yep. Oh,
another
one.
throw. Escape failed. That's unfortunate for Irish Mantis. This is big. Oh,
Ooh.
Special cancelling the 2-2-4. Not many people know about that.
And but the patience from Mantis as well to still keep up with it. White Black fishing for that standing 3. Didn't quite happen though. But this is definitely White Black's game to lose. Mantis, he has the fatal blow. So he has the confirmation if he wants to.
Ooh.
Oh, this is dangerous. Not quite chip territory yet. The reversal
the
throw. And he tried to attack it as well, White Black.
This is big. Mantis having that fatal blow as well. But is he going to get chipped out?
Oh!
Oh, that long range down 3 from Jackie is going to take the first game for White Black.
Preemptive as well. I think he knew that Irish Mantis was likely to run in, but ran straight to the active frames. Irish Mantis. Not doing too badly. I feel like the big problem here, though, is the throw game just isn't working out for him. White Black, I don't think a single throw has connected that hasn't at least been escape failed. So White Black is clearly looking for it. He is consistently taking throws himself and really building around that kind of reversal throw game that first round KO has. And it seems to be quite a spanner in the works for Johnny Cage. There we go. Look at the corner carry. That started mid-screen. What? The counter poke clinch. 16% is the payout. Now Mantis already down half-life. Oh, catches the smoke
to get the interactable though.
Ooh, okay. Cheeky little combo.
Oh, the 1-1-1 whiffing. That's big. That is unfortunate for Irish Mantis in this matchup.
One of those whiffing issues we've all heard so much about. White Black, Irish Mantis managing to make it work. He's completely evened the score. Actually has a bit of a life lead right now. The question is, how long does that last against Jackie? See him throwing out those force balls where he does not want her to worry.
The whiff punish on the 1-1 there. Good stuff from White Black, getting that back 2-2.
You see those down 3s, right? Irish Mantis, he's calling out the advancing mid or the dash punch. The down 3 will catch them both. Oh, the load, the patience from White Black. The walk down.
Irish Mantis just keeping steady though, keeping that defense strong. The walk down again. Irish Mantis not budging though. The back throw though. This is going to put Mantis into the corner. Dangerous stuff once again.
Oh! I mean, fatal blow, right?
Again. Oh, but
no
the
fatal blow. Ooh! What was that? I thought for sure Irish Mantis was just gonna go for the fatal blow when he was frozen.
I'm surprised he didn't just go. I thought he was going to go for the down 2 just to guarantee the damage, but
I don't think that would have killed. The fatal blow definitely would have. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Irish Mantis was able to take the round anyway on the back of a big scramble, but definitely better to win the scramble than to lose it. Because then you're going with the relief instead of the I can't believe I did that.
The throw reversal on that wake up 3 there. Good stuff from White Black, keeping Irish Mantis in the corner, but these strings. Oh, and we're going to get a back 2-2 straight back to where he started.
That corner carry is so mighty for Jackie. Minus frames. There we go. Oh, back-to-back pokes. Irish Mantis not quite able to fight back out of this.
Another clinch, so that's going to be another chunk of damage from White Black. Is that going to be it?
Ooh,
no,
okay.
the breakaway. With a flawless block on the clinch.
Now, this is not impossible for Irish Mantis, but that defensive bar, no whip punish.
Go. Many people like to throw there. Probably expecting the throw there, White Black.
Every time Irish Mantis goes for the jump, it's a down 1 anti-air attempt from White Black. It's almost worked every time. At the very least, it's kept him safe.
Oh, manages to standing one through. The throw tech from White Black.
This is so scary. Irish Madness, he needs this round. He needs this round for the breathing space, but White-Black, he has all he needs. Time is not on Irish Madness' side.
Oh, the
wow!
throw from White-Black.
The straight up walk down into the throw from that far away. White-Black bringing out the bold moves and brings himself to match point.
Showing Irish Mantis he's just not scared to run straight into his face, especially against a character like Johnny.
Oh! No throw, reversal from White-Black. Every time Irish Mantis has gone for that string, White-Black is getting hit. It's definitely one of those strings that makes it look like he's delaying for a throw. Oh, wow. I think you can tell Irish Mantis, he's really sniffed out that that is a problem for White-Black, and he's starting to really commit.
Going for that buff there, that's going to buff up Johnny Cage's chip damage. Which is, the whiff punish.
Oh, clean whiff.
White-Black going to have to break away from that.
Oh, the delay, Irish Madness. Again, he doesn't want to overcommit. Huge life lead, but he is back to the wall. Oh, tries Swift Punish.
Just trying to sniff out those advancing meds, but White-Black managing to get a hit of his own. Oh. Unfortunately, dropping the combo, but no punish from Mantis.
Yeah, that missed Whiff Punish might be quite the mistake. Irish Madness slowly but surely going to lose this life lead at this rate. He still has it. Oh, the whiff on the clinch, but no confirm from Mantis into bigger damage. Let's watch out for that fatal blow, though. We've seen White-Black do it before. Oh, another missed clinch. I don't know what he's looking for here.
That was unfortunate, though. He didn't manage to get the conversion. The jump kick whiffing. This is scary stuff. Jackie is putting Johnny Cage into the blender right now.
He has to be so careful. This is definitely a good round for Irish Madness, but Jackie, she has that fatal blow. He's
only
creeping
10
his way
seconds
in.
left. The throw.
I mean, no, this is dangerous territory. If he just hits some blocks.
Another
I mean, he's going to win. Yeah, that's fine. This throw takes too long. Yeah, okay. That was very well decided by Irish Madness. Very strong decision making there. To sit there for that long, knowing the clock was counting down and he had the life lead, actually takes a lot of composure to actually decide that that's the way you're going to win the round as well. Yeah,
I mean, Jackie does have a lot of options to kind of open you up and to get that damage, but Irish Mantis with that clear
But I'll tell you what she
defense.
doesn't have, unseeable overheads and lows.
That
so
is
if you just
true.
want to sit there and take the grabs, if you've calculated it, you know, this is how long her throw takes and this is how many I can take before I have to worry about it. That's huge. And definitely enough for Irish Mantis to take the 1-1 back again. Oh, with punish. So much.
Plus frames here. They're trying to poke it, but he's going to find a forward 3. This is going to be a decent chunk of damage here.
Now this is where it can get a little bit lopsided. Irish Madness hitting about 3 or 4 strings to get his damage, and then 1 hit from White-Black even things out. But Irish Madness going to throw him straight back to the corner.
Keeping that life lead strong to get some pressure going here. Nice combo here from Irish Mantis.
Again, White-Black getting caught out by the same part of the string every time, looking for the throw.
Got another chunk of damage here. Is he going to throw him back into the corner?
Choosing not to breakaway might be quite dangerous here, because he's now lost the positioning. He's not that far ahead with the corner back there and the fatal blow there for White-Black. But going to stick to it.
All he needs is one touch with that fatal blow, and that's going to be the round, though.
Oh, that down 3. And White-Black. Oh!
Oh, the down 1. Oh, so the fatal blow, the whiff. No whiff punish. Getting some more plus frames. Just keeping it safe for the pokes, and the 1-2 is going to punish the clinch. This is going to be match point for Irish Mantis.
But this is where it gets dangerous. White-Black has been going for those reversal clinches a lot, and they have caught out every now and then, but the problem is if it's blocked, it's death. And Irish Madness is starting to punish them every single time. His whiff punishes haven't quite been there every time, but his punishes on the clinch are being immaculate. Is that enough? Oh, drop combo!
That's really unfortunate for White-Black.
Ooh, that was not a hit confirm. Madness just could feel that it was going to work. Ooh,
the forward one. But the throw whiffing, that's going to end White-Black's momentum there, unfortunately. Irish Mantis just trying to bait out those meds with that down 3. Nice tech there from White-Black, though.
Oh! And Madness, he tried to whiff punish, but walked straight into the string. This is still dangerous for Irish Madness, but still White.
Oh, no down 1 anti-air from White-Black.
Oh, that was
nice
huge.
Punish.
Yeah, the knowledge. Gonna get the flawless block.
Okay. The forward throw. This puts Irish Mantis in a pretty bad situation. He does have fatal blow, so he's going to go for the cancel. Unfortunately, backing up though, he could have got a conversion. That low did hit White-Black.
But he saw the back 3 blocked. He was like, right, this is going to get blocked. He did it for the safety.
Oh, that's huge.
The fatal blow's back.
He's got breakaway though. Oh, flawless blocking, and that's going to be it. Irish Mantis taking over White-Black 2-1.
Now we said right at the start of that set, Irish Madness, like one of the things that makes him such a strong player is his ability and dedication to just slowing things down. You You know, Johnny Cage not known for being a slower character, but that's the way that Irish Madness wants to play him. It works out for him, and taking a win over White Black, you know, he's going to be happy with that for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially after losing game 1 quite dominantly as well. You know, to kind of stick to his guns and still commit to trying to do that. Very important. What's Ketchup doing? Ketchup is at the stream station, but he isn't in the tournament. What's he looking for? What's he? Oh, he's walking over to us now. Are we swapping out? Ah, so it's time for me to play. I'm going to swap out with my brother. Most of you won't even tell the difference that I've swapped out. I'll see you in a bit. Been a pleasure, dude. Yeah. I'll see you around. I'll see you in top 24, too, maybe.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
You will be, apparently. I'm 8. Hasn't been done very well. Yeah, same as usual, really. It feels very chill, but I think it's because I'm in the UK. Whoop-ah. I can hear myself. Oh, we're back.
The side that I started on.
This is the mix-up. The important thing is that you're wearing the microphone the right way, inside. So when you turn, here's the tech. When you turn, nothing's blocking here. It's like that's like the true tech. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to Versus Fighting 2019, presented by Astro. Where I think actually up next is that Shaz versus Irish Madness. I think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've just seen Irish Madness take it over White Black. That was a super, super close set. And how's your tournament experience been going so far?
So far, I'm top 24 losers. I lost to Omega K on stream.
That was crazy. Yeah, I was commentating that.
Gyrus Mirror.
That was... You guys were swinging like... You were swinging like I've never seen someone swing. It was great. Yeah. It was excellent.
I mean, we've seen so far in this tournament some upsets, as you would probably call them. Orp beating Heroes being the first one. I don't think anyone would have predicted that in a predicted bracket. Shaz beating Derpy.
That surprised me, but he's been playing really well. It's yeah. I don't want to say that Derpy, I don't think he underestimated him. I just think that Shaz just played better.
Yeah.
You know, when they went head-to-head. This matchup's going to be weird. Johnny Cage versus Jade is what I'm guessing we're going to be seeing here.
Yeah, I mean, this is an interesting one, right? It's Johnny doesn't have any issues with Jade, so should be able to do everything as per normal. But we'll
that mask is so sick. Oh my god.
Why don't I have this yet?
But I mean, yeah, Johnny Cage, it's Madness always kind of takes a little bit of time, I think, to warm into another Realm game. Like, you know, he was one of Europe's best Injustice 2 players by far by the end of the game, but it took him an entire year to figure out how to really play Atrocitus.
And I think it's because he likes to develop his playstyles from the ground up. You'll see that with his Johnny Cage gameplay. He really does go for the fundamentals over everything else.
Yeah,
and we'll see how it works out against Shaz, who, in my opinion, is also a very, very fundamentally solid player.
Yes, I do think Johnny Cage actually kind of fits Irish Madness's style quite heavily.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. But it'll be interesting because we know that he didn't have a great run in Vienna, so he's definitely got a point to prove here.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's the whiff grab, the first big read of the game, and Shaz is going to go for the double down too. I kind of think maybe on the fly expecting a breakaway and not realizing that Madness didn't have meter to do it.
Yeah, I mean, Jade doesn't get fantastic combo damage anyway, so maybe that is just a way of guaranteeing good damage for him.
Potentially.
Plus unblock off the air glaives. Madness getting his pressure started. Shaz is back to the corner, manages to fight out with the 1-2.
Just quick FYI, guys, we do know the names are the wrong way around, so we'll just get that swapped whenever we can. But yeah, this is still winner's bracket, so entire round left to go.
Shaz is back to the corner. This is dangerous still.
Oh, the jump! That could have just been a clean anti-air. Madness was prepared.
And that is something we see from Shaz quite a lot. A lot of pokes into stuff, pokes into specials. We saw against Derpy, he did down one into Fatal Blow. This guy is not afraid of special cancelling his pokes.
I mean, they're just baits, aren't they, right? You know, you're so used to like blocking a poke, and it's like, hey, that's my turn to press a button now. And
forward 4 conversion. Shaz looking good already. Oh, no respect from that on Shaz.
Jade's down 4, so good at low profiling buttons as well, going clean under some attacks that aren't meant to be gone under.
But I mean, Johnny Cage has his own way of competing with that, with the advancing low.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how Mantis sort of spaces that button out. It's definitely a prevalent button in this match.
And there's that low profiling, right? Just ask and you shall receive, but a win punish.
Does have the meter, unfortunately.
The crushing blow! Failed.
He gets the down 2 expecting a breakaway. It never came. Oh, maybe if he just let the fatal blow rip there, it could have hit.
Yeah, I think Mantis definitely went in for a flash parry instead, you know, using the cancel properties of the armor. And oh god!
The forward 4 going over the poke, it seemed there.
It kind of just feels like, you know, that game, it just seemed a little bit sluggish from Mantis, didn't it? Where he was playing quite slow and clunky, and he was, you know, mistiming some of his buttons, and the grabs are coming out smidgens too early. I feel like he kind of needs to just... The big thing that Mantis needs to do with this cage, I think, is just tighten things up a little bit. His decisions are all right, but the general execution of his neutral, which I know that's a bit of a loaded sentence, right? Execution in the neutral.
Yeah.
It's just not as tidy as it should be.
No, I understand. I get what you mean completely. I mean, Mantis, for some reason, feels like he's second-guessing the decisions that he's making. In the neutral, especially against a character like Jade, you will have very few opportunities to take, obviously, your turn, to take that advantage, and Mantis just seems a bit hesitant, shall we say, to take those.
He did go into the pause menu there and check his buttons, so I do wonder if potentially
there was an issue there.
Yeah, it was his input window timing, actually, he was changing. He was getting a couple of those, I think they were forward 2s, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, projectiles. And he's getting his projectiles. I wonder if his buttons in that first game weren't optimal.
Right. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, that's what button checks would be for. But if you start without doing one, you leave that at your risk. Mantis is getting a lot better already.
Yeah, he's being a lot more aggressive. His general buttons are the buff. Much better. Pops the buff. If he's forced to block, it's great. But yeah, that's where Shaz is going to put on the defense button, I think.
Jade in such a good position after EX Airglaves against Cage. I think Shaz is really, really going to them in a lot of situations. And Mantis starting to get the read on Shaz's jumping, I think.
I'm not particularly sure I agree with that breakaway. I mean, I might be proven wrong if he makes the comeback here, but he's put himself in a really bad situation.
Hasn't done it.
Yeah, as we go into the second round now, he's going to have no defensive bar against Mantis, who was locked and loaded with those resources.
And with a character like Jade, where you really don't want to be in the corner against a character like Johnny Cage, you have to keep your resources tight. Nice anti-air with the back forward 1 there.
Good capitalization too. I do wonder what Shaz was actually trying to go for. Maybe it was a standing 1 to a back 3 or something. But
yeah, I mean, he got something at least.
He's not going in for the back 3-4-3-4, knowing there's a gap, and Mantis is probably going to punish that.
Tries to get instant air glaive, but it actually messes up the actual input.
I love the extra chip from the buff. Remember, anyone that's watching and wonders what's going on, the brass knuckles there do give him increased damage on block.
Nice tech there by Shaz. That was really important. Goes for the unsafe overhead, but no punish from Mantis.
I think that input window timing that Mantis did in the pause menu has made a world of difference. I mean, his general execution, there's the interrupt now, the down 3 or the down 4 throw to try and get the plus frames back. And
nice anti-air. He's really getting a read on Shaz's jumping now. It'll be interesting to see how Shaz really mixed that up. He's on his last legs.
I'm going to make the bold claim that I think it was buttons that caused him issues in game 1. Like, you saw how many times he would literally just do, I think it was a forward 2.
Yeah.
Where clearly it was a projectile that wasn't coming out. Yeah, it was like 10 times. It didn't come out.
He was definitely letting things rip more than you would expect to see. He wasn't doing as much fireball pressure. And like I said, he just seemed a bit hesitant to really turn the turbo on when he had Shaz in the corner. Hopefully, with everything changed for him now, that is not the case. And he looked a lot better in that second game.
Well, we'll see if the adaptations can come from Shaz. And it's always hard to make adaptations against Johnny Cage, because if he's beating you really well, it's mostly because it's just pressure and neutral, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, and he's a very, very fundamental, straightforward character.
What? Sticks out that low.
And that's what I was talking about earlier, with the down 4 and the low. Nice conversion there by Shaz. Nice 210 damage for his troubles. Oh, he gets another anti-air. Mantis really jumping to try and contest those air glaives, and it's not working out for him.
Shaz was definitely not expecting that forceful to come through and block either, and now, there's the glow.
Finally the glow.
Glows from that range are risky though. At any moment, Mantis could have just gone for a jump in, he could have gone for an advancing low, and if you glow at that point, he'll take that. He'll use that as currency to just get increased chip. Because look at the, oh my god, the chip damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's no joke really. Buffed up Johnny Cage is absolutely no joke. Gets the plus frames.
If he just believes in that forward 3, he actually might have got the round winner on that.
Nice back 3. What's it going to be? Fatal blow on deck.
Yep, if he gets clipped now, it's going to be dead. Doesn't matter that Jade does low damage. She has the resources to get the kill here.
I think it's really interesting the way that Mantis uses fatal blows, especially in this situation where a lot of players would just let it rip. He uses it as more like a flash parry. Oh, he tries to do the shadow kick, but it just gets stuffed out by the force balls. Chip avoided. Shaz not out of this.
He hesitated on the anti-air.
The down 4.
Mantis, chip.
Oh, my god! No jump on the low projectile, and Set point for Shaz.
I don't know what he was trying to do, but he did have one more piece of block for the last breath. If he just sat there and held it.
He may have done a force ball there to try and get the kill sooner.
Maybe. Right, he's got Shaz in the corner, though, so that's going to be somewhat of a win for him.
What was that?
I'm not entirely sure. Either an execution error or maybe it's plus on block or something. Who knows? The jump.
Nice
What a
jump.
read.
And he gets the full conversion. Nice staggers by Shaz. I really like the way he's mixing up his offense.
Yep. He's actually, this entire series hasn't dedicated to back 3-4-3-4 once.
Yeah.
And why take the risk if you know Madness will look for it?
And that just goes to show like how patient Shaz is as a player. He's not overextending.
Yeah, I mean, Jade is a perfect pick for him.
I agree. The air glaives.
Yeah, instant jump, though, to try and bait the anti-air. Madness, he's not going to bite. There's the jump. He's going to get something on block now. Back-to-back down
kick.
4. Yeah, that's the grab, too. Is that reposition? No, straightforward. I like the forward grab.
Yeah, I mean, it's far too easy to just constantly go for the corner pressure grabs. And Shaz has done a really good job so far of mixing those up. Tries to do the fatal blow, but he gets punished. Madness is going to take this round.
Ooh.
The breakaway, I'm not sure about that again.
I also am not entirely convinced that was a good idea. He's going to low profile, though, so I guess we can't count him out. And he's got fatal blow back.
Oh, the down 3.
But here's the problem. Match point for Irish Madness. It's going to take a long time for Shaz to get breakaway available. If he gets clipped now, it's free damage. He can do nothing about it.
On the bright side, though, he's nowhere near the corner.
But he's getting launched. Oh,
250.
I love Johnny Cage's combo. They're so simple,
They look
but
so
they're
good. They look
clean.
Yeah, they're so satisfying to watch. Straight glaive there. The air glaives finding their mark. I like the way Shaz is just trying to play this mid-range game. Will he get the convert? No.
Yeah, he's putting up this defensive brick wall in the form of air glaives, right? They cover that real estate, and if he amplifies and Madness runs into it, he'll actually get a full combo anyway. It doesn't really matter that Jade doesn't really do much damage in this matchup. She will chip you down piece by piece. With punish. Great footsies, but too far away.
Yeah, he should have just done the shadow kick there for the guaranteed damage, I feel, in this sort of situation. Oh, the jump kick comes clean.
Baits some sort of wake up, but not ready yet.
Oh, that's so risky. Why did he jump there?
He's starting to squirm. He's squirming. He's squirming.
And Mantis can feel it. He's got him in the corner. Oh, the axe kick whips, but
Madness just needs to keep the pressure on just one final time. There's the glow. Madness
this
has
is
no
really
reason to
dangerous for
overextend.
both players, actually. Because if Shaz hits a fatal blow...
The timing.
Oh, and the second force ball. Mantis takes it 2-1.
That was patience right at the end and would not have been possible if Madness didn't have that precision timing.
No, I
glow
agree.
Either.
And I mean, Shaz didn't play that necessarily badly. I just think he found himself in the corner a bit too much. And like I said, the use of resources in clutch moments at the end of rounds when he was almost guaranteed to die anyway was a little bit not optimal. It wasn't great decision.
I mean, it was patience, and then in the last 10 seconds, Shaz kind of squirmed a little bit too much and lost that patience. And the moment he lost that patience, Madness, I think he could sense it. You know, he could definitely tell. And oh, hang on a minute. Okay, so we actually have some Mustard on stream. Mustard's in a bit of a predicament in this tournament because he's pretty much fully dedicated into Shang Tsung and didn't realize until last minute that Shang Tsung was banned for versus fighting. Yeah. So he's in a bit of a character crisis and he doesn't know who he wants to play. I think he is going to be kind of rocking Kano as like, you know, this is Mustard's Kano's last ride. Yeah. You know, because the moment Shang becomes legal, Mustard's just going to play Shang Tsung.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got the results with Kano to say that he's done a good job with him while he's played him. He's definitely been there, got the T-shirt.
I mean, Mustard was only allowed to enter one tournament because he'd already entered Combo Breaker, and us commentating it wasn't like it wasn't like a prolonged decision, right? So at that point, Mustard had already entered and said to them, look, if it's a problem, then I'll DQ. It's fine. I don't mind DQing and just commentating. And they kind of went, well, just for this one, we'll let you play.
We'll let you go.
And Mustard got top 24
and that
in an 800-man tournament. Yeah. There was 3 UK players that tournament that were able to get into the top 24, and Mustard was one of them. Yeah, and it was all Kano. It was a really good result for him, and I was always super proud. But he doesn't really have as much confidence in Kano now as he did because times have changed. We've had a couple more months.
Yeah, I think the character's definitely been fleshed out and found out a little bit more. People are a lot more aware of
his weaknesses,
of where Kano would sit on a tier list, shall we say? What is the best way of going about playing against Kano?
Yeah, I mean, Kano, I still think he's decent in a first 2. However, if you know how to shut Kano down and know kind of like the risk-reward, risk reward is never in Kano's favor.
No, I agree.
He's got a okay neutral. His knife toss is a good projectile. His Kano ball can be scary if you don't know the options against it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Kano's a character that puts his life on the line for 12%.
Yeah.
And if you guess right against him, I mean, it's crushing blow.
Especially with some characters. I mean, if you are against Baraka, Gira, Sonya, these really heavy hitters. With Kano, it just seems a bit not worth it.
Sonya destroys Kano so bad, in my opinion anyway. Shout out to the Bonehawks tee, by the way. I spot it.
Oh, yeah.
Simply the best.
That's, I guess, TB.
Shoo jinky ding.
So we got Liu Kang versus Kano. I think Kano should do okay here, actually. I don't think this is particularly polarizing. Yeah, and
Shaunus wasn't going to go for the anti-air there because he knows there's the threat of the Kano ball. There's already an established meta before this matchup has even began. Now they're knocked down.
Yeah. And it's good to see that Shaunus has that sort of understanding of what he can and can't do against Kano. A lot of people may not have looked into the character too much. Nice air Kano ball there by Mustard. The wake up! No punish.
That command grab was definitely on a read of a wake up roll. It does counter to a crushing blow, the wake up rolls, but you got to do it so early that it's tricky.
Shaunus in the corner. Mustard looking really good here. The back one there.
Yeah, there's that punish as well. Low fireball without amplified is unsafe on block, and Mustard knows it.
Yeah, I mean, it looked really good from Mustard in that first round there, just really making Shaunus squirm in the corner. This range is sort of where Kano gets to play a really nice game, because he's threatening with the knife toss, but he's also got that roll, right? He can get in if Liu Kang decides to throw a projectile, and that is really actually quite scary.
Enforcing mids, going in for the neutral just in case Shaunus goes for a wake up.
Down two.
Yeah, sticking out the nunchucks, man. My man wants to fight out this corner ASAP, and yeah, the dash in trip guard.
Nice throw there by Mustard. He's just being really methodical at the moment. His decision making is on point.
Yep. Oh, magnet arms from Kano, and this is looking pretty good.
Another back throw, and there's the brutality.
Not the only UK player is not Foxy who gets brutality grabs this tournament, I guess.
Everyone is doing it now. Dizzy's doing it, Foxy's doing it. Everyone wants to grab brutality.
Mustard's like, hey, I want to do that.
I have a character that can do that too.
But I mean, yeah, Kano is like, if you're not super familiar with Kano, he will run this train on you. Like, he will constantly keep this train of momentum.
Nice.
It's only when you know how to shut down his options, right? 1-1, breakaway forced.
The overhead. I feel like Shaunus isn't really putting up too much of a barrier to stop Mustard from just doing this steamrolling.
He just seems really uncomfortable. Is he going to wake up now? Ah, and Mustard goes to the mid because he knows the wake up fatal blow. Mustard will happily take that one.
I mean, it's a resource spent for a round that he's probably not going to win.
Shaunus very uncomfortable, and he isn't fighting back is the issue. Like, he's sitting there and blocking and trying to hold what comes next, and Mustard's just very aware of that and throwing out these command grabs.
It's only in this far range that Shaunus actually looks comfortable. He's not getting hit by too many stray knives. He's actually establishing a projectile game of his own to some extent. And just as I say that, he gets hit by the two knives from full screen.
Can't play a full screen game if you don't have the life lead, unfortunately, because you will trade unfavorably pretty much every time. Match point for B&D Mustard.
I mean, I'm not sure what Shaunus can do here to adapt. Back two, down two again. That's actually hit both times.
Because literally, Liu Kangs just don't use it. So, Liu Kangs don't really use that string, and Mustard understanding that 2-4 is going to probably work out, and it does.
It's a normal grab. What's the OK? The spit.
Oh,
the up two.
With a combo drop.
That is not the first time that has worked either.
No, it's technically from a really high range. Oh, there's the anti-air. Oh, my word.
So good for Mustard right now. The back three just to space out Shaunus' options.
Oh no, the whiff.
The punish wasn't great, but it was something.
Right, he blocks the low. That does tick though.
Oh,
oh, there's the whiff. That Kano whiff sucks so bad.
Is it consistent?
Yeah. If it's too far away and the 2-4 happens, he's actually punishable as well if you commit.
Down two. No, Shaunus just not breaking away. And there it is again, the brutality.
Just looks very uncomfortable to me. And Mustard, I mean, on the opposite end, looked extremely comfortable indeed.
Yeah, such is the nature of playing a character like Kano. If you aren't comfortable with his options and knowing what he can do, you can be very much steamrolled by him. And that's what we saw from Shaunus there. I don't think he, at all, when it was in the close range sort of area, he didn't really put up too much of a fight.
I think for me it's a matchup thing, right? Where if you are hyper familiar with Kano, then if you're really familiar with Kano and you kind of know the situations where he's going to enforce a guess situation, because Kano is a character full of guesses. The reason I say it's unfavorable is because there are so many situations where if you take the guess correctly, the damage you will do to him will always outweigh what he can do to you by like 3 times. You know, because the moment you whiff a grab or something like that, you are in a counter hit state, and being in a counter hit state in MK11 is like deadly.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just if you know how to exploit the weaknesses, Kano's issues become more apparent.
And
if you don't know them, he'll just smash you up.
Liu Kang is definitely a character that can exploit those, and we should have seen more of that from Shaunus, I feel. Counter poking a lot more with the 9-frame mid of forward 4, more back 1 and stand 1, just to keep Mustard on his toes.
You get one good duck on a grab or something, and it's either crushing blow down 2. If it's Liu Kang, it's forward 4, 3 up 3. Like you've got a lot.
It's
of
gnarly damage, right? And Liu Kang is no slouch when it comes to the damage department.
No, not at all.
At least 400 damage. No, and this is like a trend that we see for most characters. Most of the characters that we would say are good, characters that can definitely play the game to a better level, like Liu Kang, for example. Their crushing blows and their counter hit stuff is super strong. So pressing buttons against them in the wrong situations is absolutely terrifying.
So up next, I think we can see Singho is coming up. Our boy Jassy. Jassy is sick, but it's Shin as well.
I actually don't know who Shin plays.
I'm not sure either, but I know we're just watching some Tekken with some of the TDB Tekken players. Yep. I think from France, if memory serves me correct. I know Malekith's on the team, who I know is a French player. But for Tekken anyway, not Mortal Kombat. Shin, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, we'll see what he does. I think he's going to be a little bit more prepared. Singho, he's a UK staple. He's definitely favours the old school Street Fighters. They are his forte because I mean, he was the generation. He's one of the most old school players out there right now. Anyway, so many of the UK fighting game players of old in the arcade culture. Shout outs to the Chip Shop Tech. Back in the day where arcades in the Midlands, you had some arcades, but it was more common that arcade machines would belong to like chip shops or bowling alleys or taxi ranks, taxi shops, anywhere that had an arcade. And you'd be lucky if the arcade even had 6 buttons. Sometimes there'd be 3 buttons.
You want to press that one? Not today.
Not today.
Not today. But I find it interesting how older generation players approach these newer games. We're seeing Shin play Noob Saibot actually. A character that you are very familiar with.
I love Noob Saibot. I think he's a really solid pick. I feel like he's not busted or broken. He's not really lacking either. I think he's just a very, very solid character. There's that 1-1-3, his teleport. Immediately starting things off, though, with the simple combos. Now, the one thing I will say about Noob Saibot, which I think we kind of need to see in a competitive space going on, and we see players like Beyond Toxin do it, is if you're going to play Noob Saibot, you got to try and learn those bigger combos, the bigger rewards. Ooh.
The back 2 there. He's swinging. Ah, the slide. Catches Singho not watching his toes. The fatal blows in play.
Oh, the punish!
He could have done so much more. He could have done down 2
he could
into
have
fatal
crushing blow down 2 into it. But Singho, I know Jassy, and I know he doesn't play a lot of Mortal Kombat 11, so I don't think he would have had the knowledge to do it, to be honest.
And he gets Oki, actually. And the throw!
Oh no, but he wasted the crushing blow! Oh no! And the hands are gone! Oh. That was an expensive round right there. But he won it.
Jassy not looking too bad. Oh, the anti-air straight shadow.
The clone, I will come here, master.
Let's see what Shin can do here. I'm not sure if I like the back 1-1+3 into clone. I think if you're going to do that ender, you may as well just do the restand.
No, if you're going to do back 1-1+3, I mean, the clone gives damage, the teleport does the most damage, and the restand is like less, but +5, right? So
yeah. Tries to catch him in the air with the back 1-1+3.
A little bit of, I guess, like uncomfortableness on these combos here. Getting the back one a bit too early. There's the grab now, Singho. Can't count him out, but the fatal blow being gone does make a big difference.
Betrayed. It was always going to be difficult there for a character like Jax to approach a character like Noob with a life deficit. It's a grenade launcher and knockdown, but he gets the teleport. No breakaway from Singho.
But yeah, I wonder how much. I wonder if Shin is a little bit unfamiliar too, because he's trying to do some combos on the fly. Actually, he's trying to get more damage than back 1, so he's doing 1-1-3, but he's doing it from the wrong height.
You're seeing a lot of traits of someone who isn't particularly comfortable. A lot of jumping back, a lot of pressing errant buttons when really, like, you should probably be a bit more compact. Like there, in that situation, like he's doing a lot of jump backs. It's working out for him, but I think it's just unfamiliarity on both sides.
Well, a close back and forth, but it's going to be Shin so far.
I mean, Jassy didn't look too bad, especially in the first round, which he obviously took. I think it was just a case of him getting the jump-ins and just being able to do whatever he wanted for those few games.
Are we going for a character change?
What's it going to be?
I think he does play Liu Kang as well.
Okay. I actually think this is a really good pick against Noob. I think Liu Kang does really well.
A lot of means. I mean, Noob Saibot, he's another one of those characters where he doesn't, at the highest level, he needs to grab you, right?
Yeah.
So if you're a character that punishes grabs, like, severely, you will naturally, I think, be strong against Noob Saibot, especially if you've got a good projectile. So when Noob Saibot doesn't have the life lead, kind of easy to keep him behind.
Yeah.
Because his movement's not very good, and his comeback potential comes from him opening you up, which is not easy to do. And
we've already seen, though, the down 2 crushing blow used by Singo, which means that if, in the case that you're correct and Shin does start grabbing, he's not going to have that powerful resource at his disposal.
But he is going to have the forward 4. The question is, does Singho know
back
it?
2 down 2, what? Where has this come from? He spends the crushing blow.
Again. Give us that.
Back 2 down 2, man. Ooh. Yeah, this string is OP.
I think we should see it more.
Please nerf.
I'm sure there's a reason we don't see it, but you know.
It might be a bit unsafe.
Man, Singho just coming in with the pressure now.
That is also unsafe, but yeah, punish question. Obviously, you can special cancel that.
Wow!
Down 2, just throwing it out.
Get all punished.
There are haymakers being thrown in this game right now.
And we're seeing some swinging and a half. Right, Spirit Ball. Is he going to look for a teleport? Oh,
nice.
No. Don't give him a chance. Flying kick. Oh, no. Singho's getting clipped on wake up.
Another one?
No fear.
Oh, no, no conversion on the standing 3.
Wow!
The fatal blow at the last second.
No, mate.
I don't even think that, like, the button was out.
Singho needs to be careful, though, because now Fatal Blow's in play for Shin. And if Shin reacts to any projectile...
Would a jumping kill for Singho? And
wow!
The risk by Shin, I mean, if he was going to try and react to a projectile and make a read on one, he had Fatal Blow to do that.
It wasn't really worth the risk either, because he had Breakaway. So you're putting your life on the line for something that actually wouldn't have won the game either.
Yeah.
You have to...
I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, the difficulty is choosing your moments in these sort of matchups with Noob Saibot, right? Because he has 2 teleports, both of them are technically usable.
Noob Saibot exists to chunk you down, right? So
yeah,
you need to make sure that when you're going to make that play and go for that button that leads to like big damage, if you are doing the optimized combos, you can get like 40%. He touches you one for 113, it's 40% gone for one bar.
Yeah.
It's finding out, it's getting the sixth sense as to when you should go for the strings and buttons that land the big damage. Like, you can't really open you up outside of grabs.
We see a character swap actually from Shin to Jade. We've seen a lot of Jade today, actually.
We have, a lot more than I thought so, but Singho just going in with the full screen game.
This man does not care.
We haven't seen a glow yet, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
he got the crushing blow?
Yeah, because I mean, it was just the 2-4, right?
He doesn't have the big boy combos, but it was something, right?
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Forward 4.
Now it's
Shimmies.
Yep, momentum.
Oh, the counter hit!
He stuck it out. Oh, and he drops the straight kick. That's so unfortunate.
Nice
That's damage he would have wanted. Watch out for that overhead.
The situation.
Oh, the disc.
Oh, the egg glaive. Singho with fatal blow.
Escape failed. Escape failed.
This is definitely worth noting, especially with Liu Kang, who's got crushing blows on both sides.
Oh, that hurts. Jump.
Oh, the down 2!
Get out of my airspace, Liu Kang.
Hit his big toe with
that. He's barefoot too, so that toe is broken. You know for a fact that toe is broken.
He's stumbling around now. Back 2, down 2, not this time.
Oh, maybe that's why they don't use it.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Oh, no crushing blows. It's already been used, so I don't see it. And
again,
just like that, same thing.
But still got the crushing blow on the throw stock. So we'll see if Singho actually makes a decent use of it. He needs to approach, I think, a bit more. There's the glow, finally, from Shin. That's the first time. And he goes in with the glow.
I mean, better late than never with a move like that.
Oh,
interruption.
Singho with the tech. Unsafe. No punish.
Spaghetti games.
There's Pringles.
All over the floor.
Who's going to be the one to pick them up? It's looking like Shin so far.
He's looking good. No escape failed needed here. He's blocking the glaive.
Oh, nice anti-air by Singho.
Singho just, if he gets fatal blow now, he'll kill and tie things up.
Oh, there it is, the glow.
Oh,
the air to air. He's still got crushing blow. One throw.
Oh
and
my
the fatal
God!
blow. He did not care. He came from full screen and backhanded her.
Sing-Ho just turned to the crowd and went, why?
He backhanded her from so far away.
It's going to win him around. He's on match point now, Sing-Ho.
He's looking good.
He just looked at me. Why did Sing-Ho look at me?
I'm not going to help you.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, that one check. No confirm though by Sing-Ho. He could have got the windmill kick.
I mean, at this point, honestly, whatever's working is working.
Yes! It is that long, 2 rounds worth of time, and he finally spends it.
The jump 3 into down 1. To be
He's
fair, that
blocked.
worked. The
Another
grab.
escape failed. If he throws him backwards, he's going to kill him. The back 2 down 2.
You can free again. Overhead.
Punish.
Don't count
No.
out. Don't count out the comeback. Don't count out the comeback ever.
I mean, it's very difficult with a character like Jade. The back 2. I swear, if he kills him with this string, no!
He
No!
does. He does.
Stop it. That string is terrible, man.
Sing-Ho with the pop-off. Well done.
He just
well done.
did it.
Smiles all round, though.
Yeah.
Smiles all
I
round.
mean, I don't think
that was crazy hype.
I don't think
That
we've
was
seen
sick.
a hyper game than that so far. At least for a while. I mean, have we got Punk coming up?
It does, yeah. Punk's been kind of kicking around for a while, actually, today. I didn't actually know he was playing MK11, but to be fair, Punk's always been known to play multiple games, and even though there's no beating around the bush, he is known as like a Street Fighter god. He's arguably the best Street Fighter 5 player in the world right now because of results. Like, he's here, there, and everywhere when it comes to global top 8s, and I think with that comes just a really natural talent for fighting games. So he was playing Injustice 2 and was training with like Sonic Fox and did really well in Injustice 2 online, and even though he didn't do amazingly well in the offline majors, American majors were stacked, man. Like, Punk was able to get through hella players before he would inevitably fight a really, really good player, and it would be a real match. It would be super sick. But when it comes to MK11, like, I'm not surprised to see him play it because the guy's got a real knack for fighting games. He's naturally extremely talented, and with MK11 being new, because MK always kind of reinvents itself every time, I'd give Punk just as much of a chance to win as the next guy, without question.
It's going to be an interesting one, but I'm actually going to have to jump up for this one. I think you're going to be commentating with AWP. I'm not sure if it's going to be top 24 yet, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot more hype games. We're still in Pool D. I think we're pretty early in this pool, to be honest, and we've still got a lot of games to go. So I'm going to hand you guys over to AWP. Thank you guys for having me, as usual. Thanks, Ryan, for holding it down with me, man.
Yeah, see you in a bit, man. Look, take care. Oh, so this is actually really Punk versus King J. So, King J, and if you follow Tekken, I'm sure you know who King J is. Big streamer for Tekken in the UK, and he's been on that content grind for a very long time. And yeah, it's actually going to be a bit of a clash, right? Street Fighter versus Tekken. How's it going, AWP? Welcome.
Well, thanks, man. It's good to be here. Tournament's going pretty well so far. Got Punk here, though, a Street Fighter player.
Yeah, I genuinely wasn't expecting. I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together. That, hey, look, Punk's in attendance, MK's here, he's probably going to enter. I hadn't even factored that in. But yeah, I was just mentioning really that Punk is very well known for being a multi-fighting game player, and he can play every fighting game at a high level. But then again, so is kind of King J, really, with that in mind. He always plays as a content creator, plays all the new fighting games at the same time. And yeah, Punk, Liu Kang, a really good pick for him, because Liu Kang has this like simple offense and very fundamentally focused. If you have good neutral, if you have good reads, Liu Kang's the character for you. And I think that's why Punk's going to really gear towards this character.
It's interesting though. We're seeing King J go for Grinning Barrett. Not the most common variation of Jax, I believe.
Yeah, I think King J plays Grinning Barrett purely because he just really enjoys the combos.
That's one thing that Grinning Barrett does very well compared to the other variation. But Punk getting King J into the corner here, trying to get a bit of pressure going.
All right, there it is. And doesn't quite get the forward dash. The one thing about Jax when you play Grinning Barrett is you got to have the execution down for like the dash buffer. Where you input dash right before a move finishes recovering, and the dash comes out automatically. It's really important for doing Jax's combos, especially when he has to dash in here. Down one, down one, down one. He should be killed here. Not quite.
Getting that. The chip damage, yeah. Nothing was going to save him there. Liu Kang with that multi-hitting forward 4-string, going to guarantee that chip damage, and Punk taking that first round.
Punk, it's very neutral heavy, right? You're noticing that it is very geared around just projectiles from distance and up close, keeping it real effective with that forward 4 stagger. It's what Liu Kang does best. Wake up down 2 is going to get scouted and counter hit.
Perfect whiff punish there. Good chunk of damage as well. Just walking back is exactly what we've been saying. Punk just playing that solid neutral, just defensive, slow. But the throw crushing blow.
Failed.
That's gonna hurt. And King J, unfortunately, not got much life left. But I mean, Jax, when he gets that momentum going, he can become a very scary. And the fatal blow.
And with Jax, it's not just fatal blow, is it? It's the fact that he's going to get max heated arms at the end, which opens up for crushing blows too. Fatal blows lead to so many comebacks.
This is exactly the kind of momentum he needs right now. The heated arms, but the forward 4 whiff punch from Punk, clean, going to take that first game.
Nice little walk back, actually. It made the forward 3-3 whiff, and it gave him a full whiff punish. And that's, honestly, that's what Punk's always been known for in all fighting games, right? He is a neutral god.
Ooh, excellent down to their max range there on King J.
Oh, trying to do something about that low fireball. Managed to get the crouch, but no answer. I actually wonder if King J is kind of aware of that matchup thing, you know, where you can crouch the amplified low fireball.
Another throw, but a good tech there from King J. A bit more offense. Punk, another throw tech.
Here's a monk. Eat this monk. Oh, that was a sick flawless block on the grenade too. Dedicates fully. There's the knockback. Clean standing one out in the air, and now Punk's going to be back. Amplifies the bicycle kick to get towards that crushing blow requirement.
Wake up jump kick though from King J.
I wonder if that was a wake up attack. Try to add the air. I've never seen that string in my life, whatever that one was.
Punk just content taking the chip damage off these projectiles here.
Fatal blows in play, but it's not going to give King J the advantage.
King J just trying to play off of it, but the throw there is going to take Punk to match point here.
Yeah, dash in worked wonders for him. He knows that he's going to be sitting there and respecting. He's weak, almost dead. Dashing grab will do the job. Cheeky little unblockable, and now it's going to be Punk in the driver's seat. Hit by the grab, but a lot more work to do if King J wants to get back in this set. Punish!
Block on the low there.
And he's spent 2 amplify. He's ticked off the requirement now. The next bicycle kick should crushing blow into massive damage.
But King J putting him into the corner, building up that heat on his arms. He's going to be coming close to that throw crushing blow where Jax gets that massive damage.
Yep, King J knows. Oh, there's the gap interruption as well. Sick.
Perfect from Punk. They're getting another chunk of damage.
It takes so long as well that the heated arms have now dissipated. Bad news for King J. He's got a lot of work to do at this stage. Fatal blows in play. Clipped.
Another low. Perfect stuff. No punish from Punk. Obviously in the combat. And the fatal blow out of nowhere.
Right when Punk decided he's not going to do it, he did it. Perfect timing.
Unfortunately, though, that means that the heated arms that Jax gains are going to cool down a bit throughout this round transition. But he still should have a pretty high level of heat.
He's able to lay the pressure on, he'll be able to. Whiffs the forward 3 again. Punk with the micro walk back. He knows that King J is going to try and press. Walks into the projectile. Now King J, jump kick.
Unfortunately, down to just a bit too late, but Punk getting that Oki there. Goes for the throw, but King J with the jump. He managed to get a tiny bit of damage there off of that.
Getting constantly hit by this Jax poke. Super fast stuff. If he has King J far away, that's really where he wants him to be. Uh-oh, crushing blow.
Yeah, that's going to do a ton of damage, putting King J in a pretty bad situation here, but we have seen. Goes for the overhead. Another overhead, but looks like King J was trying to do something there, but Punk with that forward 4 just clean closing out the end of that game.
Yeah, that was good stuff. The classic FGC mix-up. Dude, we've all felt that. That mix-up of, look, I'm going to stick my fist out or my hand, and you just got to... It's one of the most awkward exchanges. It's one of the worst exchanges in the world where, like, the biggest mix-up is when... So someone goes to shake a hand, right? And then they do this, and then halfway through, as they extend their hand, they then do that. Because you're already in, like, handshake mode, and then the moment they go in, they go... So you're just like, what am I doing with this? But yeah, I mean, Punk looking good, and... ultimately, it just came down to, at the last minute, he kind of knew that King J was going to start swinging, right? So he just waited for his time to press a button, did a forward 4. Most of the time, it would actually chew him up. With the bicycle kick, it's like just instant 40%, before you can blink. Up next, one of our players to watch in this tournament, some of you might remember him, Undead Jim. What do you reckon?
I think he's going to do pretty well. I mean, he's done a fantastic job of organising the tournament today.
Yeah, he's been TOing all day.
Yeah, all of the Electronic Dojo guys here have done a fantastic job with the tournament. So big props to them. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I believe he plays Jax.
I do think he actually plays
Yeah.
Jax too. Yeah, he played Jax. He was mostly known actually being a Jax player in Mortal Kombat X, and then when Tremor came out, he kind of made the transition into playing Tremor as well. But always really known for being a Jax main through and through. And what I've always liked actually is a hitbox player. And he's been a hitbox player for a very, very long time. If that water bottle wasn't in the way of the shot, you guys would be able to see it. They're just suspense, isn't it? Just keeping it a mystery. But under Jim, execution was always excellent for him. He was always like a bit of a combo master with the characters he played, and he was just very clean and efficient. He started out on Injustice 1 and rode that wave into MKX. Injustice 2 didn't really play too much of, kind of took some time out.
He did manage to get second, though, last year at Versus Fighting for Injustice, I believe.
I don't think so. Well, you mean at Injustice 2?
Yeah. Last year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Sorry. I'm thinking of the Injustice 2 the year before it for some reason. Yeah. And at that point, actually, he hadn't played Injustice in a very long time either. It was him, under Jim and Zorro combined, didn't really play a lot of Injustice 2 in the second year. They were kind of rusty. But it was just how much they'd competed and grinded when the game first came out. It was just kind of natural, just, hey, back on the horse and it's fine. But yeah, I mean, he's going into MK11 as a new man. And his Jax is looking incredibly tidy. Kylos with the Jackie. Kylos has always been kind of kicking around in NetherRealm, and you kind of always see him in the early periods. And it's great to see him playing MK11 as well.
Gonna get the father and daughter match up here. Can you hear those intro dialogues?
I think so.
Don't have time for a lecture.
Listen up, Jacqueline Sonya Briggs.
I hate it when you do that.
Round 1.
What
Fight.
slap? Her middle name is Sonya? Ridiculous. That's actually good lore. I didn't know that. That was a genuine fact. Thanks for letting the intros rock, folks. Oh, that's
but
charge.
the back two there. That's guaranteed after that jump 2 hits. The command throw, this is big. If he gets the crushing blow, could this count?
But
nearly.
Here's the thing, right? Hunker Down is, without question, the more popular Jax variation because it gives him more mix-ups. But because of the crushing blows that he has, it's not actually like, even though Grin and Barrett has more combos, Hunker Down still has crushing blows that do massive damage regardless. So you're not actually sacrificing a huge amount.
Beautiful flawless round to start off the set though from Undead Jim.
Everything he does gives him the heated arms mode as well.
Oh, going for a down 2.
Just on the off chance he dashed in for a grab, I would imagine. Under Jim looking really good on the terms of life. You know, he's got a life lead here, so he's going to make a couple of reads. Grab as well. Neck breaker.
Putting Kylos into the corner. Another one out the corner. Trying to make sure that Kylos isn't going to take these throws.
And he really uses that down 1-2 like it's MKX, does Undead Jim. You know, he's kind of had that entire sequence of MKX to kind of get that understanding of when to go for the multiple pokes.
And the low is going to take it. Undead Jim with a pretty clean first game.
Yeah, very efficient game one. And yeah, I just not really challenged a huge amount. Kind of just, Jax puts you in these weird situations where, again, you kind of need to be familiar with how to deal with his offense because, you know, it's buttons, 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 buttons. And if you're not enforcing those mids in return or even grabs, you're going to be in a world of hurt until you figure out what's going on.
Unfortunately, that down 1-2 is a high in Mortal Kombat 11, so Kylos going to get counter poke, but it doesn't seem to matter Undead Jim getting that little bit of extra. Oh, the anti-air with the projectile there, interesting stuff.
It's because he can get the projectiles out really fast because he plays on hitbox. Like, execution is just, it just doesn't exist to him.
Forward 2 staggers, goes for the low, no punish from Kylos, unfortunately.
Speaking of punish, though, he knows he's going to get a punish on that forward 3-3. It's not a full combo like it is in Grin and Barrett, but it will do. Ooh!
Nice chunk of damage. That's going to heat up the arms quite a bit, going to deal a bit more, and the low once again going to close out the round, putting Undead Jim on match point.
Just needs one more round. He's going to take this 2-0 very convincingly. Clean jump in, but Kylos, I don't think, believed in the jump in. Didn't dedicate.
Nice forward throw from Jim, though.
And the hotter his arms get, the scarier that string becomes. And now, having to defend. Finds his opening to down 1-2 though to get those plus frames back. Gets it again. Uh-oh.
This could be another crushing blow.
Oh, didn't get it. Very rare footage actually. That grab would have killed, absolutely. Oh no!
Oh, that's,
he got it anyway.
Yeah, that is it. Undead Jim taking it 2-0 over Kylos. Really efficient work.
It was, and I kind of think, you know, we'll be seeing a lot more of Undead Jim over the course of this tournament. Again, like, unplugging the pads during fatalities is a guaranteed way to get the crowd to boo you. And go like, come on, man, you're killing me. What are you doing? But it's been a good tournament so far. I think while we kind of wait for the next match, it's a good opportunity to run the people down what the Intercontinental Kombat Series is.
Yeah, so what basically happens is with the Intercontinental Kombat is that there are various events throughout Europe.
I'm trying to point at it using the camera. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's literally right there. I had it right the whole time. Continue.
There's going to be various events around Europe as well as, I believe there's an event in Moscow, and there is some online events as well in which residents of the Middle East, Europe and Australia and New Zealand can compete in, and the winners of those events will come together in a final at DreamHack Winter in Sweden, I believe.
Yeah.
And the winner of that will get a guaranteed spot in the final Kombat 2020 in March.
Yes, so the general rundown is that it's a means to give other territories that don't have the opportunity to travel to America frequently for the pro competition. It means that if you're an avid Mortal Kombat player and you can prove you're the best in your territory, that you can still make it to the World Finals at the end of the entire thing. And we're going to have a UK representative figured out today, which is really exciting, really happy to see it. Now, what I'm also excited for is our next match. If anyone is on YouTube or has watched Twitch and stuff like that, you might have heard of Video Games Yo, the Shao Kahn. Here he is. I was able to convince him to turn up. I think he was always planning on going to Versus Fighting, but he recently went to Critical Combat, which was ran by Cyclical Gaming. It was a tournament in London, and it was his very first Mortal Kombat tournament ever. He was extremely nervous. He got second place, losing only to a Foxy Grandpa. But even against Foxy, he was able to take it to Foxy. He took a game off him, and his Shao Kahn, you haven't seen certain areas of Shao Kahn until you've seen this guy play. Like, he is a neutral god with Kahn. His buttons are surgical, his damage and combos are out of this world. I don't want to big him up too much to commentator's curse, but I have gone into this tournament, hands all the way up, saying this guy is my dark horse for this tournament. I think he is the one to watch when it comes to players that you're not really sure about. If you're not ready for this guy's Shao Kahn, he will absolutely destroy you.
That is very, very true.
I fought Sub-Zero in your Coliseum.
And lost horribly, as I recall.
Roasted.
Like, genuinely savage. Shao Kahn, you talk the most smack.
Nice throw tech there from Video Games.
Managed to get Elder God rank online with just Shao Kahn, so watch out for it. Jumping in has me nervous. If you jump in on him and he gets that full combo, I'm going to save the damage for when you see it.
Unfortunately not managed to pick up that anti-air there with a forward 3, but another nice throw tech. Video Games.
It's hard. It's very hard to throw him. As I
escape failed.
Literally right as I say that. Escape failed. But mid-screen, I mean, it really is a 50-50 of going for the button tech, isn't it? Because they could genuinely throw you either or direction. Gets a neutral jump, and he knows he's going to get the shoulder charge. Down 2 just in case he tries to break away. And the counter hit, using that forward 3-4 up already. Video Games confident.
Having to go for that breakaway there. Ooh.
That down 4 is a miracle button for Kahn. Oh no, you got to break away.
Switch sides, putting King Karan into the corner here. So just taking it slow. But the reaction and the fatal blow.
His reactions are out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. He knows that he just comes on the other side. 1-4 confirmed. There it is. Round 1 now is going to go to Video Games Yo, who just... And this isn't even scratching the surface, really. He just plays it slow and collected, and once he's comfortable, you'll start to see more. His wave dashing is also very, very strong. Shao Kahn has got one of the best wave dashes in the game. You just rarely see it.
Another escape failed there. Video Games trying to take that forward throw.
It's good for King Karan, actually, to use those grabs with the one that doesn't actually go for the crushing blow, purely because it may as well guarantee a grab at that stage, if that's what you're looking for. You're always going to take the version that does more damage. There's the confirm forward 2-1. And now, knockdown. What's next?
Goes for the back 2, but the roll out of the corner. King Karan goes for the forward 3, but getting caught by the...
He's dead.
That's going to be some damage.
If he had 2 bars, that would have been a death combo. King Karan would have died for that jump in.
Goes for the plus frames. Staggers, no third hit.
Tries to interrupt, or maybe assumes he was going to stagger forward 3 by itself. He went for the cheeky stuff. Down 1, down back 3. But a comeback is still possible.
Throw tech.
Never count out. Oh! Doink!
Oh!
And even if that wasn't a brutal, that would have crushing blowed anyway, and still been just as fun to watch.
I was speaking to him earlier today. He said he wants to end a game in reversal throw punish, crushing blow, into X-ray, into his failed blow.
The damage on that is ridiculous. But that's actually one of the big things that kind of makes video game shows Shao Kahn scary, is that it's very optimized. If he hits you in any situation, he's probably going to get some sort of max damage or a very good situation off it. And when you're playing Shao Kahn, I mean, there's one thing this character doesn't lack, it is damage output.
We're into our second game here, though. We're going to see a bit of a character switch up here, switching from Scorpion to Liu Kang.
I think his Scorpion was really good, actually. I think King Karen did a wonderful job in the first round of being highly unpredictable. But the moment video games got more comfortable, that style, I think, became a little bit less effective. I think Liu Kang might be a bit more fundamental, but not if you're doing unsafe fireballs like that.
Going to be a big chunk of damage here from video games. Going to get that interactable as well, maximizing that damage.
And again,
beautiful answer. Oh, but the whiff. Get himself
out the corner. Get me out of here. At this range, yeah, he can take these trades. Dark Priest, yep. The only practical application for Dark Priest and activating it is in that situation. Oh no,
that's
he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, crushing blow.
Oh! Back two. Yes! And that breakaway, I mean, I'm not sure if that breakaway was a mistake because, I mean, if he loses the round now, he's got no resources at all.
He does have fatal blow though, so
he's got to get in first.
Oh, plus frames. Yeah, that's gonna be it. There's gonna be no chip out there. We'll be chipping him out completely.
Match point now for Video Games Yo. Just needs one more round, and I'm nervous about the resources.
Another trade. No Dark Priest though.
Yeah, I think it's because the second fireball came out, so we had less plus frames to work with. +4. Yeah, he's going to sit and respect. I wonder if the next time Video Games goes in for a forward 4, perhaps he's going to grab next time.
Goes for the plus frames. Getting caught, trying to
get off me.
Oh, I'm not sure that was what King Karan wanted there. Possibly a forward 4 attempt.
Goes in for the down back 1 to side switch. Khan can end combos in different directions depending on which side he wants the opponent to be. And there's the grab. More work needs doing. Up 3 at deceivingly far range and speed on that one.
Oh, the flawless block on the flying kick there. Great reactions once again from Video Games.
Whew. Expected the rest of the string. I think that's why he was hesitant on the whip punish. Oh god, he has to break.
Because of failed blow though. One touch, and this could be King Karan's run. Goes for the throw, nice throw tech once again from Video Games. So consistent with those throw techs.
Oh, wow!
No punish.
Oh my word.
That's going to be it. The down 2 to close it out.
Clean and efficient gameplay there from Video Games Joe. Taking it 2-0, and you know, I respect the change to Liu Kang, but I just don't think it was quite enough. I felt like the Scorpion would have been probably better to stay with. I know that Video Games got more comfortable, but fundamentally, you know, if Scorpion was able to kind of get those kind of wacky plays, and it was working out a lot better than Liu Kang was, probably would have been better sticking with the first character.
He could have possibly been a bit flustered by the fact that Video Games was reacting so well to the teleport cancels. That can be a matchup changer for
You wonder
some
if
people.
that was the moment the game ended on the reactionary teleport punish. He was like, right, screw this. There's no point.
Yeah.
Like, why would I play Reborn if he's going to react to that every single time? So, might have seen it potentially pointless. But yeah, waiting for our next match now. Punk, I think, is actually coming back. Oh, is this Sonic Ninja? Yeah, so I think Sonic Ninja and Punk. Sonic Ninja is one of our absolute youngest players. I think he was 13 when he started competing in MKX. But he was just very green when it came to tournaments, as you would expect for a player his age. Over time, he's just gotten better and better. Word on the street is that he has a particularly nasty cabal in MK11.
So I have heard, yes.
Well, he's got one hell of an opponent coming up here with Punk. Even if Punk's not known for NetherRealm games, he's still able to learn NetherRealm games and be highly dangerous at them. You know, he's actually got top 8s before in Injustice 2. I think it was one of the Dream Hacks, I believe, he was able to get top 8 with some NRS heads in attendance. So he knows a thing or two about NRS competition, that's for sure.
But Sonic Ninja's such a strong player, and as you say, been playing for such a long time. This is going to be a match to watch, I think.
You've always got to be afraid of young players in a bracket when they started even younger, because they've been perfectly crafted in this competitive environment. You know, so many of us, it takes us ages. Actually, I think they're going straight into the match. He just dropped his pad.
Is Punk watching a stream on his phone while playing?
Oh, he's got to be watching CPT downstairs. I assume he's keeping an eye on how things are going, because I mean he's in that bracket too. That is some knowledge. That's some tech. Watching one game while playing in another. I'm impressed. Yeah, Punk definitely also seems like a player that favors not really wearing headphones. I know he also is another one that likes to feed off the crowd, but there's the jump in. This is clean cut Kabal.
That was a very clean combo there from Sonic Ninja.
Hey. Now Kabal with the zoning.
Nice
Super
whip
neutral heavy.
punish. Unfortunately, not going to be able to meter burn that, that back forward one.
Yeah, I wonder why he didn't amplify. I know it's a bit of a weird input, but laying on that pressure now. Going in for the back 1-2. Opted not to go for the crushing blow, actually, when the back 1-2 hit before. And just, yeah, grabs. Escape failed too, which is good news for Kabal. Doesn't need to use his grab to win this round, and there it is.
Goes Sonic Ninja looking pretty comfortable in this matchup, actually.
I imagine so. The UK has a fair few really good Liu Kang players, so it's kind of easy to get matchup experience if you ask the right people. Counter hit, opting not to go for the up 3 though. Bicycle kick instead to tick off the requirement. Nice grab. Here we go. Pressure.
This is where Liu Kang really excels in the corner with his opponent blocking, but the escape failed. This could do massive damage if Punk gets another throw.
Wake up 2. Now these trades are not going to favor Sonic Ninja right now. Not when he's got that extreme life deficit. Counter hit again. Yeah, Punk at this point doesn't even really need the crushing blow to work. He can save the crushing blow for the next round. All right, is he going to spend it?
No, he's not.
Smart.
Keeping himself safe, but the beautiful, beautiful sweep there from Punk.
I do think it was very smart for Sonic Ninja to save that crushing blow throw. Like, he knows the damage. If he's going to lose that round, like, getting damage there wouldn't have actually have given him anywhere of a better situation. Good trade, getting the Amplify out. Punk. He's not going to be shy.
Ooh, that's going to be a big whiff punch from Ninja, Sonic Ninja.
He was not ready for the Amplify, that's for sure. Forward 2-2, yeah, he has to hold his turn.
Keeping it safe.
Expects the stagger, good read. And wait, he saved it!
That is it. That is a big crushing blow.
Saving it for the low. Rainy day. And there's that mix-up. Doesn't crushing blow, because you have to use the low cut by itself to crushing blow, but at that point, he just wants to mix up.
Fantastic situation for Sonic Ninja, and he's going to take it with the chip damage. Punk not having enough bar to avoid that loss.
That was actually, I'm a huge fan of that play. So many players will go, hey, I've got escape failed, I've done a grab. I have to crushing blow, but at this level of play, there's an extra layer to it, right? Is it going to be worth it? Is it worth saving for later? Because remember, it only gets rid of the crushing blow if they take a throw. Other than that, you can keep it. Foxy does the same thing. He saves the back throw because he wants it as part of the mix-up. That's a wrong prediction on the stagger pressure.
You got a bit of Oki in the corner. Beautiful anti there.
Very clean. I'm not entirely sure if that was an intentional... No, breakaway was intentional. He's got hit on the way down, which kind of messed me up.
Possibly trying to punish the bicycle kick on whiff.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's going to be another bicycle kick from Punk, choosing to restand him rather than amplify for that extra damage.
Yeah, Punk's had a wonderful round with punish, but again, no up 2.
Just go for the simple stuff. Put him into the corner, not wasting bar. A little short up here. Sonic Ninja going for the 50-50, but no punish from Punk. That's unfortunate for him.
Meaty jump 3,
Another
escape
throw.
failed. Now the tide has turned. What does Punk do?
You see the staggers, forward 4, goes to low 5, missing the point. That's huge. That could have cost Sonic Ninja this round. Just trying to play super patient now.
You know he was definitely looking for the punish too. Oh, the shimmy. That one.
Oh, the 50-50. Are we going to see it? Oh, the throw tech.
Oh my
air
god!
Projectile. Going to punish that forward 4. I think.
Oh, and he had the clutch throw tech as well. Now, the consolation prize is that throw tech has got rid of the crushing blow, so Punk doesn't have to worry about that.
Committing to the low again. Sonic Ninja not afraid to commit to that unsafe mix once again.
I think it's because he's been shown that Punk didn't punish it, so maybe he knows he's worrying about it. Escape failed. This is bad news. 50% health gone, and Sonic Ninja now. Wake up standing 1. I love it. Even on when he's on the floor, that reactionary anti-air.
Trying to get a little conversion there.
Whoa, the jump back too! Punk must have been convinced he was going to go for the sword.
Unfortunately, not meter burning the projectile again.
Yeah, it could have been a much better situation. Punk wasn't going for a breakaway either. Just a jump! Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, that's it.
He's got to be dead. Yep, Amplify.
Boom.
That's a 2-0. Sonic Ninja taking it over Punk. And, I mean, that was just, with no pun intended, that clean-cut gameplay.
Yeah.
It was just a nice performance of just I think they're both understanding of when you're kind of within that weird jump distance. Punk was just convinced a couple of occasions that, hey, he's going to throw the saw, and I'm going to just dash under. Sonic Ninja knew that and did a jump back air 2 because it catches it and it goes so far forward. There was a lot of like internal mind games going on to that. There's kind of a bit more that meets the eye, I think. But yeah, that was well played. I'm sure we'll be seeing Punk later, but yeah, Sonic Ninja taking it this time.
And Punk as well doing. Do you know how he's been doing in Street Fighter today?
I have no idea, but I know it's definitely the main game he's here for sure.
Yeah.
But it's always happy to see him. It's always happy to see players that are like really famous for playing other games, and they just play Mortal Kombat because they love it too.
Yeah.
MK11 has done a really good job of kind of bringing multiple scenes together. That's what was so special to me about Combo Breaker, because everyone was playing MK at Combo Breaker. Everyone. Street Fighter players, Tekken players, Soul Calibur players, like Dragon Ball players, like doesn't matter. Everyone was getting involved, and it was just a gathering of people. It was really wonderful to see actually in person. Next match, we're going to see a little bit more Undead Jim. He's stepping up to the plate.
A little bit more of that Jax gameplay. Really clean win last time, up against Badman Fresh this time. Let's see if he can show us just how clean that Jax is once again.
He's having a good time though. I think Undead Jim is at his best when he's having a good time. I think he always does really well in Birmingham tournaments because I think this is like his home turf. He is a Birmingham boy himself. He's got the homeland advantage where obviously the staff members and everyone else are going to be cheering for him whenever he plays. But ultimately, it's whenever you compete, if you are in your comfort zone, you tend to play better. That doesn't, anyone that's played in a competitive setting will tell you that. But how well is Badman Fresh going to stack up? This is probably Johnny Cage versus Jax. Yeah, it is. Man, MK9 Johnny Cage versus Jax was such a bad matchup for Jax. Cage just ran rings around him. How times have changed.
Some more intros.
Yeah, let it rock.
You win every room you walk into.
It's exhausting being so perfect.
Damn it, you're vain.
Round 1, fight.
Damn. I was really actually kind of expecting Jax to roast him even more.
Me too.
I really do love the different intros though between old man Cage and young Cage. Like it's these attention to details that just they really set it apart for me. I'm a huge fan of it. But immediately Badman getting tagged a little bit. The neutral jump on the way down, but clipped now as Undead Jim. Laying the pressure on once more. The hands are going to heat. Second time in a row now.
Building up towards that crushing blow.
Now he's in danger territory. Ooh! Good tech.
Ooh, that throw off the back forward too. When you meet front it, you cannot block that.
Oh, he's faking it out.
Once again.
Watch out for that one. I can't believe that Special Forces reference, dude. You want some fries with apple bears?
Badman Fresh catching Undead Jim there with the forward 4-4. Straight back in there with that forward 2 throw. That doing massive damage and building up the heat.
Cage, get off, man. Taking layers of skin off with these grabs. Savage. Forward 3-3, expecting the single mid.
More staggers. Oh, the parry. Oh, he's going to parry the throw. Is that going to be a launch? No. Decides not to spin the bar.
We see that late parry work way too often, I think, in a competitive setting. You're so used to... No one's used to seeing parries last that long. It's like, right, I can whiff punish it now. Oh, no.
Especially with throws being parried now as well. That's something we're not used to in
absolutely titles. I mean, it will force you to go for a low, right? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure if Jax has many standing lows.
I believe he has back 3, but...
Wow.
Not going to get much damage.
Ooh. Oh, he definitely tried to go for a specific punish that involved cancelling the X-ray there.
Going for the low on Undead Jim, taking that first game over Badman Fresh. Cheeky crushing blow at the end there.
At the end of that match, Badman Fresh kind of had his head in his hands. I think he knew that he had the win. He just kind of dropped the combo. I mean, the bonus thing about that is it's the easiest thing to fix. You had the play, you had the moment, you had the round. And if the combo was the only reason it dropped, you knew in your head you had the outplay moment. You just need to tighten up execution, which is very simple to do.
You can see though, just both players playing patient. If Flawless Block though making that throw whiff, unusual. Whiffing again.
Get checked by down 1-2.
Ooh, the interactable, that's going to get a good 20% damage there for Badman Fresh.
Clipped. The Jim building those heated hands.
One more, and that's going to be a crushing blow. Is he going to go for the forward throw? Staggers, goes for the low.
He's definitely purposefully going for that whip punish too, because he wants the heated hands. They give him so much utility.
Ooh, going for the air grab, but not the right reads, unfortunately. Right, but a cancel. We're going to see a forward throw from Badman Fresh, slowly pushing Undead Jim towards the corner.
Yeah, that's the kind of cancel that Badman Fresh was looking for in the last game. It's, you know, I think it's a good mental note for himself that he's still able to do it. It is going to be match point for Undead Jim, but at this stage, Badman just needs anything to get back into the life, even if it's a combo coming out or.
Ooh, nice block on the low there. Good read there from Badman.
Goes for the 1-2-1 a bit too early, but he acknowledges that he can't get a special without it dropping, so that's good awareness there. Here's the grab now under Jim, laying the pressure back on.
For that overhead. Nice forward 3 there from Badman. Gonna have to force the breakaway from Undead Jim.
Staggers. Staggers into grab. Scary stuff. Jax has so many staggers because there are so many strings that can just end. I'm gonna watch out. There's the wake up 3. Get off me.
Ooh, goes to the plus frames. What are we gonna see? Jumping, but getting caught with a back forward 2. Undead Jim not afraid of Badman Fresh's option. Oh, whiffing the command grab.
Fatal blows back in play. Oh, and he gives Badman Fresh the illusion that it's his turn to press. And he eats him up with the down 1-2. Looks a bit disappointed with it, but normally that was just Undead Jim, I think, kind of putting him in situations where he wants to press. That's exactly what he wants you to do. And that was well played.
That back forward 2 meter run, it does whiff on block, but it's got a really small amount of block stun, so Jax players are able to steal the turn pretty often with that. So
I think it's also the fact that his down 1 is so fast, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, how many day 1, I remember how many players were like, man, I can't beat Jax. He just mashes down 1 all the time because his down 1 is really fast. It's not really particularly minus, honestly. And then it's combined with the fact, I think what his forward 3 is like 9 frames or something crazy. It's like it's one of the faster mids in the game is Jax's forward 3. Forward 3-3 is easy to confirm, so down 1 into forward 3-3 is like, you know, a really, really good sequence as well. He's a good character. Jax is very underrated.
Yeah. One thing which I don't know if you know, but on the day 1 patch, the version before that, Jax's down 1 was 6 frames and 0 on block.
I do remember. I remember the in the many group chats I'm in with people that were playing it, and they kind of, you know, got their, maybe it was people that got reviewer copies or whatever it was.
I remember.
The talk of the town was, yo, Jax's down 1 is crazy good.
I remember playing. I played a lot of casuals with Tekken Master Online back then. His Jax was. It was insane with especially with forward 3-3 tech throwing as well. That was another thing that Jax had pre-release. Crazy character.
Yeah, the talk of the town was before the day 1 that Jax was pretty good, you could say. Now the next matchup, we're going to see more the return of Mustard and that Kano. Not entirely sure who he was against off the top of my head. I'm sure we'll see the names in due time, but yeah, always good to see some more Mustard play. Seems to be having a good time. I think it's still winners anyway. He's still here.
Kano boys and all that.
I think he genuinely might be the only Kano in this tournament. I've not seen a single Kano today.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Not one. Not one. I know Mustard was always a firm believer in Kano a while ago, but that has since kind of shifted a little bit. You know, he just doesn't. He's nowhere near as much of a believer in Kano as he was. I think that's because the game has evolved a bit. Players are starting to learn the matchup. I know the changes universally happened for. I can't remember the. I can't remember off the top of my head the universal change to some of the high command grabs. You know, they did a patch, didn't they, where command grabs were changed and Kano was affected negatively because of it. But yeah, at this point now, I think he finds Kano fun, but I don't think he quite thinks that. He personally wants to rock Kano in a competitive setting compared to Shang Tsung, who he thinks is much better.
Unfortunately, though, versus fighting this year, Shang Tsung is banned.
We're on the final few days. You know, the ban's still technically legal because we are on the final stages. And it's EVO 2019 that will be the first tournament Shang Tsung is actually playable in.
I wonder how well he'll do because I think he's a really, really strong character.
I think we'll see a Shang Tsung in top 8. I mean, whether it's a new player that's using him, like a Wound Cowboy or something. I don't think Wound is going to EVO, but you know what I mean, like legacy Shang Tsung players. Or whether it's players like Foxy, who will be playing Shang Tsung as their character. You know, Dragon, I believe, plays Shang Tsung too. Forever King knows how to play Shang Tsung. Like, we're going to see a Shang Tsung in at least top 16.
A lot of fantastic players.
I'd bet it.
Playing him.
But I don't know. They've just been instructed to wait for a second, so I'm not entirely sure what they're waiting for. But they have been instructed by staff to sit tight while we wait to see what's happening. But for those that are joining us just now, welcome to Versus Fighting 2019, presented by Astro, where things have been going well. This Mortal Kombat tournament's in full swing. To remind everyone, this is the biggest European Mortal Kombat tournament of all time, and most of the player base is UK. That's outrageous to me. It really is. That the UK has come together to bring numbers that we haven't seen in the history of UK Mortal Kombat. It really is nice. So
many fantastic players as well. I mean, this tournament could go to so many different people. There is so many talented players here today.
It can, and you know, there are some dark horses, there are some sleeper hits, and there are some mainstay favourites. You know, you've got the Foxy Grandpa, you've got the Dizzy TT, you've got the return of like older players like Undead Jim, who we haven't really seen competitively in a fair while. And then, you know,
on the other hand, you've got the newer players such as Rusty Banana, who we haven't managed to see on such a big stage recently. And we've got
yourself,
Video Games Yo, Video Games Yo as well. As we saw earlier, such a clean Shao Kahn.
I really,
I don't
want to put him on the spot. I don't want to curse it, but I think if I would not be surprised if Video Games Yo gets top 8. I really, truly think, like, I know talent when I see it, and the second I found out that Video Games was a UK player, I was like, dude, you've got to get to some events.
Yeah.
You know, because it's in combination with him being very, very talented, and also Shao Kahn. Like, at this stage in the game, not everyone's going to have Shao Kahn experience, and if you do, you still kind of need to play his Shao Kahn to get his kind of Shao Kahn experience. You know, the same way you have Kung Lao experience, but unless you fight Foxy, it's a different story.
Yeah. I would actually stick with a hot take that I think Video Games is possibly one of, if not the best Shao Kahn.
I think right now it's, I mean, you kind of look at the Shao Kahns that exist, right? You know, you've got Jackal, shouts to Jackal out in America, who's really doing fantastic things with Kahn as well. Rico Suave, I know, has been sticking in there with the Kahn army too. But there truly isn't a lot of them. You know, I wouldn't consider Forever King a Shao Kahn player because Shao Kahn may be one of his favorite characters, but he understands that he doesn't think Shao Kahn's good enough to compete at the level at least King wants to play at, so he doesn't play the character, you know. So that kind of those kind of players are removed from the running of Shao Kahn players because their attention is on other characters, and quite rightly so. You know,
which is a shame because there's so many players, Foxy for an example, who have tried to stick with characters that are extremely good. So of course he started out with Cassie at one point, and he was playing Cassie, and then switched to Kung Lao, who at the time was looked at as slightly lower in the tier list than Cassie, and he's done so much fantastic work at CEO here. He's managed to do well here so far as well. Vianality coming third, excellent result with Kung Lao, someone who a few weeks ago was maybe A tier at best.
Yeah, I still think Kung Lao was like average. I still think that what he does is kind of all he can do. I feel like what Foxy does only works because he has the almost a decade of personal experience against these players. You know, if Foxy didn't have so much experience against a lot of players and could gauge how they react and how they squirm when you're up close and how they deal with grab loops. Because let's not forget, Foxy spent all of MKX, before the piercing Melina days anyway, grabbing people to death with Lao and MKX too. So he's got a lot of that previous information that if he didn't have it, he wouldn't really have been able to, I think, craft this Kung Lao style that he now has. But yeah, I mean, fundamentally, by the way, the delay, guys, is because they're playing a different match on stream currently. It's now going to be Undead Jim versus Sonic Ninja, and I'm actually excited to see that one.
This is going to be a match to watch, I think.
I don't know how to call it. But I mean, yeah, to kind of just clarify on Foxy's situation, it was Kung Lao first, and then he realized that Cassie was immediately better and would benefit him for things like Summit and stuff like that, because he had tournaments coming out immediately, so he played an immediately better character at the time, like Combo Breaker as well. And then after Combo Breaker went, you know what, I think I'm going to go back to Lao and try and rework him, because he had time in between Combo Breaker and CEO. And it was that time he took away where he kind of reinvented the game plan and went, right, now I've got a method that works. And, you know, the rest has been history so far. Under Jim and Sonic Ninja, these guys are training partners, for sure. I think Sonic Ninja is still a Birmingham boy. So I would be surprised if these guys haven't played before. How to call this matchup? I'm really not sure, actually. They're both really good.
And imagine it's Cabal versus Jax we're going to see here. Pretty even matchup, I would assume.
There's a recent tournament in Birmingham, a dojo event. Undead Jim, I believe, got second place, and it was actually our very own Hyper Combo Heroes NZ who took that tournament. But it's been time since then.
Ooh, the short hop from Sonic Ninja.
I think it's because Jax's up 3's a ground pound. It must have been a hard read.
It does actually punish, so yeah, that is a good possibility. Sonic Ninja just trying to keep Undead Jim out here, but he does not have the life leads. This is an interesting play. I'm not a ball player myself, but
I can assume sometimes it's not necessarily trying to zone as much as it is. I don't have a life lead, so I'm going to try and establish this space. You know, unfortunately, it's not working out at all for Sonic Ninja in this game, as he's just getting outzoned himself. Goes for the Hail Mary Nomad Dash. I respect it. Try and get some kind of momentum back, but it's not going to quite work out. Undead Jim is going to be 1 round up here.
I think this is where Cabal can start to excel, though, because he does have those projectiles. Jax does have a few of his own. He does have the ground pound, he does have the thumper, but unfortunately they're just not on par with Cabal's projectiles. He does need those heated arms to get those heat missiles.
And yeah, standing 1.
Goes to the overhead, staggers, over the forward 3, catching Sonic Ninja there, that's unfortunate.
Tick grabs.
Is this going to be some big damage? Are we going to see the crushing blow? No.
Sometimes it's you're so used to pretty much seeing that every time. It has like one of the stranger crushing blow requirements in the game. It's about how late you press the buttons, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. The back throw from Sonic Ninja though. Going to start a little bit of momentum for him. Goes for the overhead. The wake up though from Undead Jim.
I'm pretty sure that's why Sonic Ninja went for the immediate short hop at the very beginning. I can assume it makes wake up 3 whiff if you're against Jax. But now Sonic Ninja very down on life.
You can use that low string just to get that tiny bit of extra range. They're catching Sonic Ninja. Oh, but that looks like it's going to be the first game to Undead Jim with that back forward 2.
Yeah, going to take some time to go back to player select. See what kind of adaptations he has to make. I mean, fundamentally, it was just that kind of full screen neutral wasn't really working out. I would like to see Sonic Ninja being a bit more aggressive and assertive.
I wonder if he'll make the switch to the other Cabal variation.
I didn't actually. Does he play Mean Streak?
I'm not sure, but I wonder how it would do in the matchup, considering it gives him the straight projectile and the low projectile as well. Seems like he's going to be sticking with clean cut though, going into the second match.
Yeah, Mean Streak Cabal is one of the more slept on variations in this game, without question. Some grabs that are like, you've got to be a maniac to tech Mean Streak's grabs, honestly. The amount of single hit mid confirms he has when he has Mean Streak ready to go. Now Undead Jim spending a lot of his meter to try and get first blood here. Doesn't quite work out.
The whiff punish from Sonic Ninja looking a bit more comfortable here, but unfortunately not going to get the conversion again. I wonder if that's an execution error with Sonic Ninja.
I can assume so, because I don't know why he'd land a combo there and then not get maximum damage, you know, or at the very least force out the breakaway. There it is.
Go. Gonna get the damage.
Yep. 2-3 ender, baby.
Goes for the low committing. Undead Jim guessing correctly.
Not as much of a risk.
Oh, this could be huge.
I wonder if he's actually. No, he doesn't spend it.
No, he doesn't decide to spend it.
Spend it when it's much more impactful. It's a good idea.
Like now, if he were to get it. Oh, the down one. Good read there from Sonic Ninja, knowing that he's going to do that EX to make that second hit whiff, to make him recover slightly faster. This has just been flipped completely though.
This is danger territory. Oh my god!
No punish, but he manages to catch him below the 50-50. Taking Undead Jim out. Sonic Ninja up 1 round here.
Back 1-2, but no confirm. Does get the confirm the second time though. He knows he's airborne, so he can't get any more damage. Keep the standing. Though the forward 3, I think that one was.
Goes to the forward for that lovely 9 frame mid, getting a decent chunk of damage there. Nice throw tech there from Sonic Ninja.
And the Jim says, no, I really want to be point blank. You don't understand. Ugh. Using that real estate to give himself some heated arms. Remember, he needs to heat his arms to have those projectiles ready.
Once Jax gets those heated arms, though, they're so strong, he can get another heat buff out with the threat of a heat missile.
Just like that. Airborne knockdown, guarantees it. Undead Jim going for the immediate adaptation, which is, hey, let's play some full screen games. My projectile's faster than yours. Unblockable. Watch out for it. There's the heated arms again. And yeah.
Beautiful forward 2 there from Undead Jim. Gonna put him in match point. It's Sonic Ninja.
Fight.
Goes for the thumper, just trying to establish some form of of ground here. Getting that forward 2 grab, though, going to heat up his arms slightly. He's got access to those projectiles now. You're going to see the no ender, unfortunately, for Undead Jim.
Would have been some damage right there. I wonder if maybe he was trying to end in the command grab, perhaps for a massive cash out.
Unfortunately, not going to work out for him, though. Sonic Ninja just trying to play patiently with those projectiles, but the back forward 2 once again from Undead Jim, using that so well throughout the day.
And Sonic Ninja consistently getting clipped by that unblockable and not scouting it out. The heated arms now giving Undead Jim a little bit of a driver's seat situation here as they're full screen. Sonic Ninja spending some of his resources, gets the jump in.
Yep, beautiful whiff punish there with the jump in.
Conversion.
Restand, what we're going to see, jump over. Unfortunately, no conversion though from Sonic Ninja.
He has to watch out for Fatal Blow. He caught that jump, it was scary, but he's dead. Unbreakable. And Sonic Ninja
that is it.
turning it around. The moment we had that Fatal Blow, things were nervous. But again, I'm truly confident that's a tactical fatality.
Yeah, for sure.
Take the time out. Watch the intense gore for a minute. And now we're going to think about what can we do to maintain this momentum. Is Undead Jim going to go for a straight-up rematch? Is he going to try and take some time as well? I'm not sure. I kind of think he has I was expecting that. He's got a mind on how he wants to approach this.
Round 1.
Going straight back into things, though. So the immediate jump back from Sonic Ninja, trying to keep that ground jack, being a very scary character up close.
The Monk trade. A lot of damage, actually, but yeah, this health. That ground pound actually does a lot of damage, potentially letting Undead Jim trade favorably there. Yeah, amplified.
Goes for the recovery, but no whiff punish on the forward 2. Sonic Ninja getting caught by that second hit.
I wonder if he was trying to whiff punish it and just got clipped. You know, when you try and whiff punish something and walk right into the bloody thing.
Ooh, down 2 there, expecting maybe a throw.
Instant jump anti-air attempt. That definitely wasn't a wake-up attempt. That was a very deliberate neutral jump, I think. You do see that sometimes.
Just going to keep throwing projectiles out. Sonic Ninja just trying to keep his ground, but the low getting caught. That's a nice little chunk of damage there from Undead Jim. That's all he needs. They all add up.
Especially when you get heated hands at the same time. Wake up 3, give me my turn back.
Ooh, if he went for the overhead there, that would have worked. Unfortunately, going for the Lone Wisp, but the back forward 2. Once again, Undead Jim on match point.
We'll see how this one's going to go now, as Undead Jim is looking really good. There's just something very clean about how he approaches, you know. One step at a time. Just reverse this minefield of air buzzsaw. Ooh, down 1 back to back. Catching Sonic Ninja, maybe getting a bit too comfortable. The down 1, information for Undead Jim. He tried to go for it.
Nice little conversion, going to go for the restand to keep Undead Jim in the corner. Making the throw whiff.
That jump in into standing 1, I'm not sure was intentional by Sonic Ninja. Looked like a really funky situation. There's the down 1.
Another restand. Is he going to go for the... No, he doesn't. Just, he goes for the low, unfortunately, on a whiff, though.
Big risk for Undead Jim. Again, the breakaway. I do think that breakaway is a mistake. You know, if you're highly likely to lose the round, using breakaway and losing that defensive resource is dangerous going into the final round of the set. The jump 2, more range than Jackson is going to beat it out. Gets clipped by the overhead as well. And now, Sonic Ninja. Everything's working.
Every little bit of damage here is going to add up. Getting the jump kick. Beautiful stuff here from Sonic Ninja. This is looking like his round.
Nice little optimization as well. The jump over. Sonic Ninja working on a flawless victory. That's right, stolen away under Jim. Loads of work left to do. The whiff.
Goes to the overhead.
Oh, wow.
Caught again.
Clipped by the forward 4, 1+3.
All Sonic Ninja needs to do now is keep him out, but that down 2 whiff is going to give Jax those heated arms. This is where we could see that comeback. Goes to the back 4-2 into the throw. Going to give Jax a little bit of OP. The jump, but the trade is going to take it. Sonic Ninja 2-1 up over Undead Jim. Great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, he went for a big play, that meaty jump 3, but Sonic Ninja just... I think that was a nice level of foresight. Say, I really think he's going to go for a jump in, because if he gets a jump 3 and it works out, do we need to rotate this camera? So I'm just thinking out loud. Do we need to rotate this camera a little bit? Should I shift this way? Should I shift? Oh no, we'll get you this way. We'll get you this way. Yeah. There we go. There we go. We're much better. But yeah, the foresight to think that the jump 3 was a very attractive option because it's plus on block. If he gets hit by it, it's a full combo that lets Undead Jim keep it going. So the instant jump 2 was a pretty safe bet, and it worked out. Yeah, well done. That was a good set.
Yeah, especially video games. Sorry, my apologies. Sonic Ninja looked a bit uncomfortable after Undead Jim took that first game. He was kind of... of course, he took the time after the second game with the fatality to just make sure he could think things through and understood what he needed to do, and it worked out. So excellent stuff.
It did indeed. Yeah, we're waiting to see what the next matchup is going to be now, actually. Normally we have a little bit of a queue, and we can kind of see players stepping up to the plate, but this one I think might be a little bit more unpredictable. There are some matches going on. There's some rooms in the back section over there. But, yeah, kind of patiently waiting to see who's going to be stepping up to the plate. It's been a good tournament so far, actually. I think a lot of the names you're expecting to do well have done well so far. And going to see if momentum will continue the way it is, but I can see Mustard in the crowd, so I'm assuming he's not actually stepping up to the play. I'm going to guess he played off stream. I will guess he played off stream. Do we have any information of what the next matchup's going to be? We don't at all. Yeah. Well, I guess at this point we'll just we'll sit and wait for something to be available, I suppose. How's your tournament experience been so far?
My tournament experience has been really good. I think this is the most composed I've been in a tournament so far.
Glad to hear it,
offline. So I kind of struggled at the beginning of the game's lifetime. A few offline tournaments here and there, pretty nervous. Of course, MK11 being such a big game, to do well in the beginning means a lot. Competitive-wise, it helps you grow a lot with the game being new and so many people coming to joining the community. But now, it's been a few months, I've kind of found my feet, found my character. Things are looking up, and top 24 losers side is a great result for today so far.
Yeah, man, well done. It's been good, and I'm glad to kind of see just how much of the UK has come to play. Like, it's pretty crazy, honestly, that we've had so many numbers, and we haven't even had much European representation. It's been pretty much the UK and Ireland, and then a little bit of France, really.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all. I know Fasol, I believe Fasol was here anyway, because Fasol won Sonic Boom, I believe, the winner of Sonic Boom. Ooh. I believe it was the winner of Sonic Boom got sent here, which is where Fasol is now at this tournament, as far as I'm aware. I haven't really seen him around, but I think that's because he had an early pool, and he is a multi-game player, just like a lot of people here, so he's been out and about and playing loads of different stuff. He's still got that super crispy Lao. But yeah, we're generally in a position now, guys. Thank you for waiting, and sorry for the delay, but we're actually seeing if there are other matches available and ready to go. I wonder if it's worth hitting up one of the admins and finding out what the queue is. Because, I mean, we've been getting through the day, and we are actually getting through all of these pools. These are some of the final pools, actually.
It is going to be the top 24 pretty much decided
I'll
really,
be
really soon.
Extremely unprofessional for a minute and check the time. Yeah, it's 6:20 here in the UK, and this is normally from 10 a.m. start to 6 p.m. It's been a long day of Mortal Kombat, and we might even actually be in our top 24 territory. Do we have any confirmation on that, at least, whether we're on top 24? Because I feel like the pools are coming through. Can the stream hear you, Will? Oh, they can't. We have a nice three-way conversation. See, normally, so this is currently normally a bit of a different setup to what we normally use here. The main man, Will A, is streaming behind the scenes, and normally that's a hyper combo setup where I'm on the desk and Will A is on the in the production bit, and we have a nice three-way conversation at the hyper combo Leicester local. But you know, I guess we can't do that here. It's things are different, man. We're different. Things got to function differently up here in these parts. But thanks for sticking with us so far. By all means, let us know what your favourite moment's been, the kind of players you're going to predict to do well, if any. I think it's a good time too. We're going to go and find out the rest of the bracket. This pool is underway. I think there are some matches going on, which is part of the delay. So apologies for the delay, but thank you for sticking with us so far. This is Versus Fighting 2019 in 5 minutes.
2019, part of the Intercontinental Combat Series, brought to you by Astro. My name is Zorro, and I'm joined by Orp. We're getting towards the end of pool play now, towards the back end winners side of Pool D. I believe you guys have been watching the rest of that unfold. Some really good games, like Sonic Ninja vs. Undead Jim was a very good game, in my opinion. And we've still got a lot more to come. I believe there's another couple of rounds of winners to still come, and obviously you have the losers bracket action as well.
I think, unfortunately, we've had to see Ganondorf, one of the French players here today. He has, great for him, he has made top 8 in Soul Calibur today, but unfortunately, he is holding up the rest of the tournament here, so I think he is going to be DQ'd out of winners.
I mean, it depends. In these situations, you have to prioritise certain games over others. If Soul Calibur is his main game, Soul Calibur is his main game, and that's like...
That's just that.
That's just the way that it is. Like... but it will be interesting to see him play. I know that he plays a bit of Setron. We haven't seen a Setron today, which is interesting actually, because Setron is one of the characters that people put higher up on the list in terms of characters. Like, I'd say most people would say she's top 10 Maybe pushing even higher into that, maybe to the 7 or 8 echelon. She's very solid. So the fact that we haven't seen any of her at all is quite strange, actually. But I think we've got Video Games Yo coming up soon as well, Shao Kahn. We've actually seen a lot of Shao Kahn today.
We have.
Which is surprising. Like, Shao Kahn is a very... a character that people have got a lot of opinion about. Whether they think he's really good, he's a lot of work, whether he's bad. People generally do have a strong opinion on how good Shao Kahn is. So it's good to see some representation of Shao Kahn. And we have a really good Shao Kahn here in Video Games Yo.
Yeah, I think he's definitely, as Ketchup was saying earlier, I think he's definitely one of the underdogs to sort of make top 8 and do really, really well in Versus Fighting this year.
I mean, he's got a bracket in which, in my opinion, he can do very well in. He's got a nice run through winners, if that is the case, if he continues. And again, it's character and familiarity, you know. How much can people really know about a really good Shao Kahn without actually playing video games himself?
Video games being one of the pioneers of Shao Kahn, not just in the UK, but worldwide, has Shao Kahn very, very... Not only is he a fantastic player, but everything he does is extremely well optimized. His combo, anytime he touches you, you know you're going to get hit.
Confirmation, it's all there. And I think, like, although I agree that Shao Kahn is hard work, he's been putting in the work with that.
Yeah, and he's been making it work.
I think at the moment, actually, we've got Thamata versus MK Crofty. These are two guys that I know really well. I've known Crofty since the start of MKX, so I've known him for about 5 or 6 years now. And Thamata is a Manchester-based player. I believe he plays Scarlet, and he's been around for a while as well. I believe he's been around since second year MKX. His first tournament, I think, was Hype Spotting in the final year of MKX's life. So these are two guys that I know quite well, and I don't know if they know each other. That's always the interesting part, but I'm expecting Scarlet out of the matter, but I'm not sure who Crofty plays.
It looks like we're going to get into things here. The Mata representing the Manchester Battle Arena.
Yeah, the NBA boys usually show up to this. Manchester is literally just down the road from where we are in Birmingham. So we usually get a lot of Manchester-based players. And they all rep the same NBA, the locals. And it is a fantastic showing, like when a local scene turns up to an event like this, and they all do really well. Like the Matt is still in winners at the moment in his pool. We had Equinox earlier, who's a former NBA member, doing really well in his pool, and that's just a couple off the top of my head that I've seen so far today. There are probably a lot more that I haven't had a chance to actually to watch, but they are generally quite a tight-knit scene, and I know Ez, the guy who's responsible for most of NBA. He's a really nice guy, and he really wants the best for his players. So it'd be good that if the Matter can get a good result here today. I'm just trying to spy the character select screen from the television that's just above there. From what I can see, no hovers just yet. It looks like a Jackie Briggs.
Jackie Briggs from the Mata. I think this is interesting.
Yes, I know that he does play a Jackie Briggs.
I've seen him with his Liu Kang and his Scarlet, but never Jackie Briggs, so this could be interesting. This is a first for me, at least.
There's been a lot of Jackie Briggs today.
There has been.
And I think it's testament to how good the character is.
Yes.
She's got everything you could possibly want.
Apart from a projectile, but
I mean...
She is a projectile.
She's got dash punch and back too. Like, she's got everything necessary. She's got good anti-zoning. She's got good close range and non-friendly, good pokes, ridiculously good damage.
Anti-airs, the lot.
And Crofty actually picking Baraka.
Interesting decision here.
I play Thamata a little bit, so he should actually know this matchup to some extent. Are they going straight into it, or is this going to be a button check?
Let's find out.
Looks like they're going straight in. So Thamata actually starting off the more aggressive out of the two. I think that's probably what we're going to come to expect. The plus frames, nice poke out there though by Crofty.
Perfect read, going to get the throw, putting the Mata into the corner here. Goes for the sweep.
I think that's a risky thing to do on Wake Up against a Jackie Briggs that can punish you for 250 damage. Puts Crofty back towards the corner.
Oh, whiffing the throw, the Mata Crofty.
A lot of bad inputs, it would seem. No hit confirmed by Crofty on the 1-1-2. That would have been big damage coming out against the Mat.
Oh, the stagger from the Mata.
Gets the big damage. Oh, he drops it! Plus frames. What's going to
well
be? Nice! Down 2. Excellent reads by Crofty so far. 1-1. Keeps him honest. I like the way the Mata's playing this. He's just taking the plus frames whenever Crofty's going to give them to him.
Gonna keep
Gonna be a
going
break.
here.
Yeah, he's gonna keep his defensive bar. I agree with that.
That was quite a smart decision at the end there. Although the Mata did throw him out the corner, he's now loaded up that crushing blow to get that extra damage on the clinch.
The dash punch straight away. The Mata feeling himself right now. Plus frames.
We're going to see. Just goes to the full swing. The reversal throw from Crofty. Though good stuff.
Very intelligent play there to put the Mata towards the corner. Because it gives Crofty a lot of room to walk back into, but it also means that, like now, if he gets this hit, now this is scary for the Mata.
The Mata going for the back two again.
Nice tech. He uses a defensive bar on the interactable. I'm not exactly sure why. Jackie could probably react to that and just, you know, dash punch it like he did. Pressure. No overcommit. Two.
Goes for the overhead.
That's
unfortunately not going to work out.
A 1-1-2 string would have punished that.
Oh, but this is big damage here. The Mata doesn't have breakaway. What are we going to see here? Into the fatal blow.
I don't think this is dead. Baraka's fatal blow scales harder than most. As you can see, that like he does a lot of
impressive damage.
Yeah, he does a lot of hits in his combos, and I think that scales the fatal blow a little bit harder. All Crofty has to do here is walk back and be patient.
If he gets that,
and he gets it by the dash punch.
This is huge. What? Oh, he goes for the roll in.
Oh, sweet,
sweet.
If I was the Mata, I would be angry at myself for getting hit by that.
Final round.
That sweep is risky stuff. It is -2, but that would have guaranteed a forward 3 for Jackie Briggs here.
Yeah. The Mata's doing the complete string a lot, which means that Crofty is literally just sitting there blocking and taking his turn. Jackie Briggs is literally a turn stealer character. So what I think the Mata needs to be doing is staggering and mixing up his offensive options a little bit more. He might see a bit more of a dividends out of it. Crofty with the counter poke, very aggressive one too.
Going to go for the throw. Going to keeping the Mata and keeping the pressure on another throw. These 14% throws add up. That's 28% now he's taken in the last.
But he gets the grease kick. Stay safe. Plus frames.
Oh,
nice tech by Crofty.
But the immediate back forward 2 there from the Mata.
Oh, he gets the flawless block, but he doesn't actually get the launch. I can smell a dash punch. 1-1-2 does it.
Be it.
Well played by Crofty.
Taking the first game. Gonna finish off that combo before the crushing. A little bit of swag.
400 damage in the mid screen from a crushing blow, and that's tick damage over time. This character's really good, man. This character's really good.
I think he's. Ooh, we're gonna see a character change.
I think this is gonna be Scarlet. I would be very shocked if this wasn't a Scarlet pick.
I wonder if he'll go Liu Kang.
I think Scarlet does very well against Baraka. I think, yeah, he's hovering over the Scarlet. He's thinking about it, and I think it would be the right choice. Scarlet has the ways to keep Baraka grounded, away from, like, obviously the clear threat zone, which is right in Scarlet's face. She goes off it and goes into Jackie.
Ooh. Sticking with his.
I personally think that was probably a bad idea. He doesn't look comfortable applying offense with Jackie against Baraka. You really need to lay it on thick. And
he did do well in that first round, though. He did manage to get the life leads pretty clean there.
He gets the flawless block. No throw. We've seen a massive lack in Mata's throw game so far. He hasn't been mixing in throws at all. He gets the back 3-1.
Trying to walk back to get that trip guard, but unfortunately not going to work out.
Looking super strong. Gets the jump in.
It's going to be a crushing blow immediately. Just going to get that damage. Trying to bank this first round as soon as possible. I think that could be the right move from Crofty here. But the Mata getting the dash punching.
Back 2.
Adding up here. Goes for the sweep. That's super unsafe. But
yo,
no
the
punish
DLC strings. What is this?
Nice back throw. What are we going to see here?
Oh, he baited the roll, but he didn't quite get his punish.
Plus frames. What are we going to see? Oh, that's good.
Punish.
No! He misses the punish. That is.
And this is heartbreaking for the Mata. He's back against the wall against the Baraka. He's just going to walk back and do Spark. One good read. One more good read.
No, he goes for
the dash punch.
He kills himself with the dash punch there.
The dash punch hit the hairs on his head. Well,
the
Baraka's wearing a helmet. Yeah, he hit the metal on his helmet, but it was super close. I mean, the Mata had the right idea, and it would have worked if he was in range.
Back throw, throwing the Mata straight into the corner here.
That is a heartbreaker.
Just playing it patient. Crofty not throwing out too many projectiles here, just trying to play it patient, waiting for the Mata to dash punch.
The Mata's turn.
Nope, getting caught by the low there.
And the
but
down
the
2.
reads.
He's going to break away. He does. Baraka's damage, no joke. Nice flawless block. Good knowledge.
I didn't know you could flawless block that.
Yeah, there's a gap. It's not really like a massive deal because 1-2 is only used for a punish, but yeah. No dash punch there by Themata to catch Crofty neutral jump in. This is dangerous for Crofty. He's going to wake up. He ducks the throw, -2. Plus frames for Themata. Nice throw. This is the best that we've seen from him so far in terms of offense. Mixing in the throws.
Oh, you get back throw. This
No
is a really
tech
bad
from the back
decision.
throw.
What are we going to see here? Goes
The
to the down
roll.
3. No, the
No,
reversal
roll
clinch. He
clinch.
doesn't want that. He's going to get
One
thrown
more
back
decision. Either player.
and the
Down 3. Chop chop. The
Classic.
special. The DJT special. Shout out to the DJT, man. And Themata, I think, will be disappointed in his performance there. He could have done.
But he still has the losers bracket to go through.
Yeah.
So
But I mean, you would have said that he could have done a lot better in those games where he just threw it away on unoptimized decision making. His combos weren't really on point. He dropped a lot of combos, and he could have just generally just been overall more clean. I think that's the word that I'm looking for. It's about cleanliness, especially when you play a character like Jackie, who every hit is going to hurt, and you get that Oki. So
yeah, especially you need to make sure that those hits count, and unfortunately the matter. Although as Jackie did, he was at the end of that game there, he was beginning to become a lot more comfortable, but that adaptation just came a bit too slow from him, unfortunately.
Yeah, and like I said, what he could have done is he could have mixed in the throws a lot more. The throw game was a little bit watered down, and for a Jackie Briggs, that is your bread and butter.
Yeah, I mean, using those throws to convince the opponent to neutral dock or try and tech a throw and catching them with that forward 3 is a huge part of her game plan, and unfortunately the matter not quite.
Off the back throw, that is where she gets most of her play, right? So you back throw someone, that's the knockdown. And you saw Themata actually get plus frames on at least double digits occasions, where he used back 3-4, and Crofty was just too scared to try and flawless block it. Or he was too scared to try and challenge after.
Although, to be fair, Crofty, he did play that match exceptionally well. He was calculated, he took his time, he wasn't just spamming projectiles. Although he did take a few random dash punches, he still managed to close it out. Very clean gameplay.
But the thing is, you take a dash punch from Jackie and you're back full screen again, so you can throw 4 more fireballs. So it's like, it's about risk-reward. If you want her to not be dash punching, you've got to stop her from dash punching. And the only way that you're going to do that is duck it, whiff punish it, whatever you can do. With Baraka, obviously, it's a lot more threatening because you're going to hit somebody for 450 damage.
Yeah.
But, up next, we've got Crofty versus Video Games Yo.
I think this is going to be another good match. Video Games Yo, one of my picks as an underdog for this tournament, personally. His Shao Kahn, as everybody's been saying so far, is super optimized, super calculated. He's such a young, talented player.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
It's great to see him out and it's such a big stage doing so well. I mean, I believe this is this winners finals?
No, this will be winners semis. Winners finals will come later. It's winners quarters, so whoever wins this will go on to the final game for winners to get out in top 24. We've got Shao Kahn versus Noob Saibot. Noob Saibot from Crofty, which is interesting. Maybe doesn't like Baraka in this matchup. Maybe likes the longer normals. Nice the use of the projectile there.
Oh, beautiful conversion there from Video Games Yo. As we just said, he's one who gets damage off of every single hit anytime he opens
nice
you
check
up.
by Crofty. And the tech, Video Games Yo refuses to be thrown.
Go for
Nice
that auto
shimmy.
shimmy. Gonna force the breakaway from Video Games.
I like the way that Crofty's using that 2-on-2 already. Like, really employing the mind game of strike throw. That's Noob's bread and butter, right? At a higher level, Noob wants to be throwing.
And then, as we see, I mean, with those crushing blows as well, it becomes such a big threat against Noob, and the damage he does can be pretty high.
Yeah, I mean, he does at least 350 damage, and that's big boy damage. Gets the trade, gets the Dark Priest.
If he opens, oh, this is going to be big damage. What are we going to see here from Video Games?
What's it going to be?
Goes to the back to into the down to 438.
No
That's going to be even more damage. Is that going to be a round? I think it is.
Yes.
Video Games taking that first round.
And this is what we mean. Video Games was actually at a life deficit for most of that, but he made one optimized choice, and that was the end.
Sweep. Super fast recovery, and I think it's -1 or 2 on block. -1. So an extremely good tool Shao Kahn has in this sort of long-range game here. Using that again, going to get that down one, stealing his turn from Crofty, going to get a bit of damage here with the forward throw.
What's the Oki?
decides to stick with it. For down one into three.
He refuses to be thrown. I think it's because Crofty's literally going for the side switch every time. So it's a lot more obvious. Crofty breaks away. He's not looking good for him though. He's got no resource.
Oh, the side switch again. Is this going to crush him blow?
No, he didn't get the escape failed on either throw so far, which basically means that Video Game Joe's taking the throw in some situations. He's not trying to tech. He doesn't get Dark Priest out, no point. He's used the crushing blow. Just uses the spear advantage to get a bit of ground.
Going to get that special cancel there into the up hammer. That is going to give Video Games a bit of room to work with. Getting that +4. What's it going to be?
3, 4.
And
the down two
on the stand one. That's going to be big damage, and that's going to be the game. Video Games Yo taking it up. 1-0 versus Crofty. Very clean stuff here. Very clean stuff.
Right now, Video Game Joe's looking super clean.
He is. I think he's one of the picks for top 8 today.
So I believe if he wins this, he goes through to face the winner of Sonic Ninja and someone else. But I don't remember exactly who else is in this.
Me neither, unfortunately. But I mean, Video Games Yo versus Sonic Ninja.
It could be.
That would be an interesting match.
But Video Game Joe is looking super calm and collected, especially with a character where you have to be on tip-top form. The hit confirms, the general style of play is just not usually seen, not usually employed.
Outworld rallies to my standards. Even the Shokan deserts you.
The roast from Baraka here.
I love Baraka's voice lines in this game, like the intro lines, because it's always like something super savage.
In fact, with the previous matchup, there's some extremely savage noob versus Shao dialogue, but it's unfortunate we didn't get to hear it.
Yeah, I just like the general intro dialogue in this game.
Yeah, for sure. There's some really funny ones. The stream chat's gonna rip me in half for that one.
Right now, Crofty's looking a lot more solid. He's just using his projectiles, keeping Shao Kahn away. No flawless block. Interesting.
Ooh, no punish on the whiff throw.
No punish on that either. What is going on? Video Game Joe shaking his head. Jumping.
Interesting. Oh, the down two on the stand one. Good stuff.
Crofty now shaking his head.
Gonna go for the breakaway. Just trying a bit of a shimmy there, but Crofty just standing his ground, just content walking with the.
Shao Kahn deals with that stream so well. He's one of the better ones. I know that certain characters like Cassie kind of struggle with punishing that.
Ooh, gonna get a little bit of damage there. No bar to extend, unfortunately, for Video Games, but he does have that life lead. He can just play the trade game with the projectiles. You're gonna get the Dark Priest,
which basically means that chip is an issue.
Another one.
He could be winning these projectile wars if he just threw out.
Goes for the sweep into the down one. Once again, that is only -1. Goes for the stagger, but the throw.
7 seconds left on the clock. What's the mix?
What are we gonna see? Just goes to the field blow.
And that's gonna be it.
Yeah. I mean,
and that was a terrible decision to do at the end, because now he's throwing Video Game Joe full screen.
Round 2. Fight.
Final round set point for Video Game Joe.
Wave dashing in. Gonna get the escape fail throw.
He's only got it on his forward throw though, right?
He does, but it actually doesn't trigger on an escape fail. It triggers on a reversal throw punish.
Really?
Yeah. And it launches for a full combo as well.
That's actually interesting. I did not know that.
Gonna get no flawless block there from.
I mean, even if he did flawless block it, he hasn't got the meter to launch it, so I think he just let it rip. Dark Priest coming through. This is scary.
If he lands a hit, this is going to be some massive damage.
He's just trying to like
Dark
hold
Priest
out.
Gonna run out. So yep, there it is. Fraka just jumping straight over. Unusual decision. Well, it does get him out of the corner. Gonna go for the overhead.
Safe.
Goes for the forward 4-4, -7. Video Games spacing him out with that down 4.
What Video Games is doing is he's standing at a range where forward 4 by itself isn't going to touch, but forward 4-4 will. So he's just blocking. He'll take the -7 and then see what the mix is after
beautiful
that.
stuff there from Video Games, just walking into his face.
Nice try at the shimmy. This is big though for Crofty.
If he can get another hit, goes for the low. Plus frames, what we're going to see.
Nice throw!
Block and out of the corner.
I think he did
damage.
that just so as that he obviously got the round, but now he's got to work this space back. It's going to be difficult.
Both characters having facial blow as well, though. Baraka's having a pretty fast start and pretty far range.
It is good, but obviously there's better ones in the game. Forward 4-4, nice conversion.
Beautiful conversion. Going to put him into the corner with that air grab. I'll wake up.
No flawless block. It's going to be from Crofty. Nice projectile. Checking him. That could have been a full conversion. Video games
oh, and not a full conversion here from video games. This is huge.
2 more touches from Shao Kahn, and this is death.
Oh,
nice
takes the throw. Great stuff there from video games. Unfortunately, it seems like video games just isn't. He just doesn't take throws. So for Crofty, that throw crushing blow is going to be really difficult to get.
He's on his last legs now.
Goes for the standing one whiff into the throw. This is interesting stuff. Baraka on his last legs right now. He's going to gets caught with the down one. That is going to be death. Video games taking over Crofty 2-0.
The last game though was hotly contested. I think it'll probably make Crofty regret not picking Baraka for the first game. Just to get a little bit of Baraka versus Shao Kahn data, you would probably argue that obviously it would have been worthwhile, right? So I'm not sure who we got coming up next. I believe that it could be Mustard versus Sonic Ninja.
Ooh, this could be an interesting match. Mustard doing really well.
Yeah, Mustard is... he's Kano for now, as has been described by Ryan while he was on stream. Catch up.
Although it does seem that unfortunately Shang Tsung being banned in this tournament, one of the last, I think the last tournament in which Shang Tsung's banned.
It will be even at Evo, which is coming up in a couple of weeks' time. Shang Tsung will be legal there, and I honestly expect it to be a Shang fest.
Yeah, me too.
Because the character seems very, very solid, like very, very just fundamentally and. His toolkit, everything about him seems like it does really good stuff.
And I think Mustard really wishes to play him, not even from the point of view that the character is good, but just because he's Shang Tsung, he's such an iconic character of the Mortal Kombat franchise.
We've actually got Mustard versus video games, yo.
Oh,
this is to get out of pools in winner's side.
This is going to be a good match.
So one of these guys is going to be dropping down. I couldn't call a favourite in this. I think it's going to be super close.
Yeah, me too.
But like I said, this is going to be the last ride for Kano, for Mustard. He got top 24, I believe, at Combo Breaker with that character.
He did.
Which is an absolutely immense result, so shout-outs to him for that.
Him and Biohazard. Shout-outs to Biohazard.
Yeah, yeah. And the other UK guys, obviously, that got top 8 and top 16, respectively, Dizzy and Foxy, also here.
Good stuff. And then I think they're just going to do a button check at the moment, but it looks like we're seeing Baraka from Mustard.
No, they've just gone from the last game. But nice try, though.
I was going to say.
I like the hard read, but it wasn't there.
No, maybe not. Yeah, same stage.
I like Mustard's chances in this. I think Shao Kahn is a character that is going to struggle to seriously exploit Kano's obvious weakness of being unsafe on almost everything usable. So Shao Kahn's general damage isn't grossly high, and he hits for about 280 to 300, which is
fairly average.
Yeah, that's average in this game.
But I mean, with Shao Kahn not really having any fantastic meds for punishing or anything.
I mean, he's got forward 3, which is a 10 framer.
I thought it was slower than that.
No, it's a 10 framer. It's seriously good, man. But it's the hit confirmation on it. Yeah, it's the hit confirmation on it. That's the hard part, and this is why you need to be so sharp with Shao. But here we go. We're going straight in. Got the classic Kano costume, and that Shao hammer is so sick.
Ooh, goes for the forbidden string there from Mustard.
Yeah, the second hit being a high on block, which is super interesting.
And also deals no damage.
Oh, nice back 3.
Crushing blow here from Mustard, just going to set the tone.
I think Mustard's just going to play this one super slow. There's no reason for him to overextend. Just staying out of that golden range for Shao Kahn. Not trading projectiles with him, not giving him Dark Priest, not giving him forward 2 for free.
He's been using that forward one really well. After establishing that first hit with the string, he's been staggering it really well.
I think what Mustard is super good at doing is establishing a projectile game and working from the base up. So what you'll see Mustard do a lot is in these sort of neutral situations is he'll test the waters with projectiles, and then he'll do a forward 1 to sort of catch video games off guard. The back one there, exceptionally used. Nice grab on the meter burn roll.
Ooh, getting another throw here.
1-1 into Kano ball. He's going to take it. Exceptionally played there by Mustard.
Yeah, Mustard are looking really clean with Kano of all characters as well.
Yeah, but it's again
this is going to be a crushing blow. Big damage.
Straight in the face. What are we going to see?
Oh, he misses the conversion.
He meant to get meter burn back forward 3, I believe.
He did. That is super unfortunate.
And this is going to pay.
box. What are we going to
Come on,
see?
grab.
Yep, goes for the side
Side.
switch, reducing the damage a little bit, but giving him that positional advantage. +4 from video games. Stand one anti-air, big conversion, but Mustard having to break away there.
The problem with Kano is that he doesn't have a usable shimmy. His back 3 and his back 1 are good, but they don't actually confirm into full damage.
We're going to see here another 10-frame mid stagger. Unfortunately, no commitment from video games. Oh, nice block in the overhead there. Good reactions. Once again, video games, we have been seeing all day. Oh, those
No whiff punish, but
maybe caught by the overheads.
nice air Kano ball.
Beautiful tech. We're going to see here. Goes to the full string plus on block. Just a down 3.
Oh, that one whiffed and no punish by video games.
Ooh,
He jumps out,
that's gonna
gets
be
the
it, that's gonna be
conversion.
the round.
Nice. Every single neutral jump kick, video games Yo confirms on.
Final round.
I think just any jump kick.
Yeah, he's really good at
Oh,
that.
goes for the air grab.
tried to get
Unfortunately, not going to work. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No,
Hitting him with the forward 2-4.
Oh, he
not
gets
going to be able
hit.
to confirm. Going to break away though. That's going to put video games in a bad situation.
forward
He's
four.
in the corner with no defensive bar.
What's it going to be?
Going for those staggers. Just trying to space him out. Ducking under that high. Finally understanding that that is not a jail.
Ooh,
the
he
short hop just out
tried
of
the
range.
short hop into, I believe that's his 2. Short hop 2. The forward throw. Mustard in a bit of a predicament here. He's got full defensive bar, but that might not last long.
Getting caught here by the down 1, down back 3. The injustice tech.
Indeed.
Oh,
he tried it.
jump 2.
Forward 4.
He's ready for that that back 3 though. A lot of players like to try and press buttons after the back 3 on block, but video games ready, and Mustard knowing he's going to be ready.
Mustard looking super comfortable even at a life deficit. I think he knows that Shao Kahn can't really do too much in the mid-range there.
Goes for the overhead. No punish. That's unfortunate for video games. Is it?
He
What's
elects to
gonna happen
break.
here?
Interesting choice.
Oh, goes for the back 1. Back 1 again. Just trying to make up some
spacing.
space. Oh, the down 1. Goes to the down 2, expecting the throw. There's only 17 seconds
He
on the
actually
clock.
gets down
Something's going to
forward.
have to happen here.
Nice projectile there by Mustard. Just keeping him honest.
Oh,
The
goes for
fatal
and that's
blow!
gonna take it.
Shao Kahn's fatal blow, one of the slowest in the game, so to get that out in time, I've got to give him some credit for that.
Yeah, knowing that Mustard would press a button, that is going to take the first game. Mustard's a bit disappointed there, it would seem, but I mean,
Yeah,
he's still
his
playing
approach is
extremely
fine.
well.
His approach is absolutely fine. What I would like to see from him is a bit more of an established projectile game. He's getting a lot of dividends out of it. I don't feel like Video Games Yo has hit him with a single spear so far. The projectile game is working super well for Mustard at the moment.
I think he just needs to keep on that projectile game, as you were saying, with enforcing the projectiles and just testing different things out, seeing what
Yeah,
works.
he needs to test, obviously, Video Games Yo's general reactions. He needs to test how he's going to react to certain situations too. And Mustard just playing generally pretty compact.
Goes for the low, but unfortunately getting it whiff punch.
Doesn't break, and this is big damage. This is 360 territory. There it is.
Barely. Just that shot up to completely safe, it would seem, at that range.
It must be.
Oh,
Yeah,
goes for the
ball,
burn.
that's actually safe.
You can duck. I don't know if Shao Kahn can do it. Oh, no punish from Mustard. That's unfortunate. We're going to get the throw anyway. Blocking that up 3. The down 2, though, from video games.
Mustard looking a little bit shaken here. Fidgeting. And
the down 2 crushing blow. He's going to... no,
Mustard
he's not gonna break away.
reeled back in his chair, shaking his head.
That is the match point, though, for video games. Mustard still looking clean, but video
It's
games
when
just
someone makes a read on something that you do for the first time like that, and you're like, damn man, what else can I do?
Yeah. But we're going to see a
4-3-4.
bit more here. Some more staggers. Goes to the
Nice,
toss,
flawless block.
Video games, with that knowledge. He seems to be flawless blocking a lot today.
Nice down 2.
Nice
That's a good
down two.
trade
Good
in
trades,
Mustard's favour.
Good knowledge there, knowing that it doesn't do that much damage.
Super patient neutral play by Mustard.
Oh,
gets the punish.
Nice.
Doesn't get a lot though.
Damage.
110 damage. And that's going to be a punish. Mustard with
damage
no
here, video
defensive
games.
bar.
It's about 31, no, 29. But Mustard does a fatal blow now. Unfortunately, Kano not having a fantastic one, but he's going to get the confirm.
Got it. This is going to put Video Games Yo in a territory where he's got fatal blow.
I don't think this is going to do much damage, unfortunately, though, because the spit from the combo does actually scale quite a bit. Get dash up into the command grab. Is that going to kill? No, just a little bit more damage. He can just play this projectile game now.
He's got
He has
to
40
play this absolutely perfectly.
He has.
And he gets it caught, and he gets it with a fatal blow. Do you know what the interesting fact is? If he didn't tech out, I don't think it would have hit him. But he did, and that's going to be Video Game Joe 2-0 over PND's Mustard.
Mustard can't be pleased with that one. That was right at the end there. He just got caught out by that raw back forward 3.
It was literally the last thing that he was going to expect, right?
Yeah.
Always expect the unexpected, my friend, especially when you're playing a character with a full screen shoulder charge. But that was really good, solid stuff from Video Games. He played exceptionally well. And I don't think Mustard can be angry about that. I think he just has to go away. Like, the takeaway from that is just, I made some bad decisions in certain places. Not even bad decisions, but I made decisions that were perhaps like... I mean, Video Games Yo just had the read in certain situations. Must have played completely fine. There was not really a great deal more he could do. Video Games Yo had the knowledge. He was flawless blocking the 1-1-2. He had the knowledge of down 2 in the command grab the first time that Mustard tried to use it. And overall, he just looked super comfortable in the match.
Yeah, I mean, Video Games Yo, not only in just, like, I mean, the Kano matchup, like, not many players know that matchup particularly well. And I mean, every single player he's come up against today, he's just knowing exactly how to play it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how he goes in the winner's side of this bracket. I actually believe that he will play the winner of the other side of the bracket. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets on.
It definitely will be.
Which would mean he would actually make top 8 in winners if he did that. But
I wouldn't be surprised if that did happen.
Absolutely
honestly.
not, no.
I think it would be well deserved. He's been playing so clean all day.
He has, yeah.
Such a fantastic player.
I'm not sure who we got coming up next, what the remaining games are in the bracket.
I don't think there will be many, though. Top 24 will be.
Okay, so we've got losers side coming up, actually. That's going to be the first real losers games that I've seen.
Yeah,
it's been mostly winners so far.
I don't think we've had any losers matches streamed.
We have had a couple in the last pool. But, yeah, so I'm not sure who it is that we have. I'm sure that it will be Mustard probably will take on the mantle again. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. That means Video Games Yo is out of pools. That's a good showing by him. But we've still got some real killers in this bracket.
Yeah,
we've got Mustard.
Sure.
We've got Sonic Ninja. We've still got... I'm not sure if Punk is still in the bracket or not. Haven't seen him play twice. We've got Themata, we've got Crofty. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I think he's walking...
Could Themata be on stream?
No, he's just going towards the chair that just happens to be located right by the stream setup, right? Of course he hits us with the mix-up, of course. But I'm sure that top 24 will be the real beef,
the real test. Yeah, that's where we will truly see where the best
some
players from.
Ridiculous games.
There is.
You've got Omega K versus Dizzy. You've got in winner side for pool 1, I believe it's Foxy
versus Nivek. So it's going to be a good one to see.
Yeah, definitely.
Nivek playing really, really well today.
He did. I mean, I said this when I was on commentary earlier. But Nivek has came off a result at Vienna, which was not favourable for him. He didn't actually manage to get out of pools there, and it was something that nobody really expected from a seasoned veteran MKX player, somebody who made a name for himself playing Raiden. And you would say that in Injustice he did the same sort of thing. He made something like top 16 at EVO for 1 year.
Yeah.
And he also is a very competent Tekken player, so the guy has got... FGC pedigree.
Yeah, for sure.
When he went into Viennality and didn't manage to get out of pools, that was a bit of a shock. And I would say that probably this was his chance to redeem himself a little bit.
With having Sonic Boom as well last weekend, I believe, in Madrid, he managed to secure second place. Which is a very good.
That's a very respectable
respectable
result. He lost to Fassel, I believe.
Yes, he did.
Who was actually also in his pool, but he never actually had to play him. We have got Themata coming up, from what I can see. I'm not sure who it is that he's playing. He's playing Badman Fresh. Badman Fresh is a guy that I know. He's a local guy to the area. He plays Shao Kahn. We get more Shao Kahn, and he also plays Johnny Cage. I played him in a local tournament, and I was playing Shang, and he hit me with Shao Kahn's anti-air grab, right, Shang, and I was just like, oh man, all right, this guy's good. But yeah, Batman Fresh is no slouch. So this will be a super interesting game. It will be the classic Birmingham versus Manchester. which we get to see quite a lot actually at these sorts of events.
Although Manchester and Birmingham Electronic Dojo aren't the only local teams here.
Okay, it looks like shortly we're going to go for a 5 or 10 minute break. I'm sure that we'll have a lot of interesting games coming up after that. A lot of losers bracket action, a lot of stuff that's right on the line. People fighting for their tournament hopes.
Yeah, it is do or die in the losers
and we're
bracket.
both in there, man.
Yeah.
We're in the Shark Tank now. So yeah, I mean, you saw us two play earlier. Up, obviously having a really good result against Heroes. Myself, just barely losing to Omega K. Really good set. I really enjoyed it. But we're in the shark-infested waters now.
We are indeed, yes.
And I'm really excited to actually get my teeth into playing it.
Me too, because I think that the top 24 and versus fighting, with it being such a stacked event this year, it's going to be the true test of who really are the best of the best here in the UK.
Yeah, and this is the first time that the UK's gathered.
Yes.
I said this to Mantis when I was commentating with him earlier. This is the first time that the UK has gathered for a tournament. You've got people from Scotland, you got people from Ireland, you got people from down south in the London ways, you got people up north from Newcastle.
You've even got a few people from France, White Black.
Exactly, from France. You've got guys from. We saw a Japanese guy earlier, Terry Rock, come over from Japan to play. So this game is really bringing out a lot of different scenes and a lot of different players. You know.
It's fantastic to see such talent from so many different places that we're not so used to seeing, because I mean we've got tournaments like Combo Breaker, CEO, Evo, big American tournaments, but a lot of these guys that are here today don't tend to travel internationally all that much.
This is it. For the UK, these are one of the only opportunities that you're going to get to prove yourself. You've got players like in winners at the moment, like Seacat, who doesn't get to travel a lot, but he beat Rusty, who was one of people's picks to get out of the pool in winners and do really, really well.
I personally thought he'd make top 8 winners.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
He's been dominating in Road to... there's been a tournament series in the UK over the past few months known as Road to Celtic Throwdown.
Yeah. So basically, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a series of tournaments where the winner will be flown out to Celtic Throwdown and will get their entry paid for, essentially. Rusty has been to a couple of those, I believe. He went to one in Newcastle and won, which means that he's going to be going to Celtic Throwdown.
He also won the one on the Road to Celtic Throwdown event in Glasgow at MIG a few months ago. I believe that was June.
There is another one coming up in the next couple of weeks called Revolver. It's in London.
Next week, actually.
It's next week, sorry.
You will see me there. I will be there.
I will be there also. So sorry if you wanted a free one. But no.
Wanted that chair, man.
It'll be a good tournament. It's based in London. If any of you guys were thinking about going, any UK-based players that aren't here today, for example, Revolver's next week. It's a Road to Celtic Throwdown event. Get yourselves there and get yourself that spot to a actual Pro Series event.
I
think Celtic Throwdown is.
I think it's fantastic that Celtic Throwdown is getting the opportunity to be a Pro Series event, as it's an event in the UK which I've personally, being a newer player to the scene, I've not really heard much about or seen much of. So for me, I'm going to be heading there this year. It's going to be an event to watch, I think.
Playing in Pro Series and stuff like that is very, very... it's the test against the best, right?
Yes,
so
for sure.
when you actually enter into... when you enter into Pro Series events, it's a lot more scary than entering into non-Pro Series events. There's a lot more to play for. And there's a lot more on the line, right? A lot more money. I think we're actually going to get Themata and Badman Fresh first before we break. So that'll be pretty good for us. So we'll see what's going on. We'll get the old whisper. I think Themata and Badman Fresh have just got the nod.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
We're going to see them next in the losers bracket. This is going to be do or die territory, folks.
And again, the winner of this tournament today gets a spot Intercontinental Kombat Series qualifiers, which means that you can essentially qualify for the finals of Pro Series. It's a qualifier for a qualifier technically, but if you are not somebody who travels a lot, this is a really good way to get your name on.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, although these events don't have the huge pot bonus that the Pro Series events have, they don't have the points on the line. These events being sponsored, being held by and being partnered with WB Games, they don't have the points on the line. These events being sponsored, being held by and being partnered with WB Games, it's such a good way for players to grow. I mean, players like Rusty in video games who we just haven't seen on a stage like this before.
Yeah,
having
I
the
agree.
ability to kind of expand and show really truly what they can do is such a fantastic.
But then you've got the mainstay of
opportunity.
the UK scene, right? You've got your Omega K's, you've got your Foxies, you've got your Dizzies, the people who've been doing it like tournament in, tournament out so far that they've attended. They've showed up too, and at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. I mean, we've seen them. Well, I don't know so much Omega K, but we have definitely seen Foxy and Dizzy doing work in the sort of international tournaments. Viennality.
Yeah, Foxy at the moment is
Combo
the
Breaker.
second ranked
He
player in
is.
terms of points, which is
fantastic.
no understatement.
slouch.
Like, that is ridiculous. When you think of the players that are attending these tournaments on a regular basis, Sonic Fox, Hayate, all these
He's
caliber
made
of
top
players.
3 at the two most recent events. I
Yeah.
mean, that is nothing to be. Although he hasn't won any, that is by no means something to be
like worried about. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Foxy is definitely people's pick to win today, and that is.
He's just so consistent when it comes
Yeah.
to his high-level gameplay. I mean, he's been playing for such a long time now.
And he takes it so fundamentally, right? He takes everything with one step at a time. Down 3, forward 4, throw. That's what you get him. And that, like...
Shimmies, strike throw, what's he going to do? What buttons he going to press? But anyway, enough Fox. It looks like we're going to get into the Mata versus...
Batman Fresh.
Batman
You were a
Fresh.
great teacher, Mr. Cage.
Come sit at your master's feet.
You were also way less of a jerk.
Well then, let's just...
All right,
move
Jackie,
past
calm
that.
down.
Yeah.
Straight in with the back 2-2. The Mata does not get
Looking to get pretty offensive. The
clinch.
Raw clinch.
The clinch! Yo, this guy doesn't care. He's won one loser's bracket game and he's feeling himself. Plus frames, Batman Fresh in
Oh,
trouble.
the stance switch, little shimmy there from Batman Fresh.
Styling on him.
We're going to see. We're back to whiffing there. Unusual. Oh, it goes. A nice punish there from the Mata. A little bit late, but it still managed to work out. Forcing the breakaway from Batman Fresh.
Batman Fresh not looking good right now.
Going to get the conversion here, and that's going to be the round. The Mata looking so much
The
more
issue
comfortable
here
now.
for me is not that Batman Fresh lost that round, it's that Batman Fresh lost that round with no defensive balls left.
He did, unfortunately, use that breakaway really close to the end of the round. But the trip guard from the Mata, beautiful stuff here. So he's looking so much cleaner with Jackie now.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this is definitely a better choice here, and this is a better matchup to be playing Jackie in, I think.
For sure. Oh, managed to get the
parry.
parry. Is this going to be a combo? No, decides not to enhance it. That's one thing Batman Fresh has not been doing all that
Nice
much.
axe kick.
What are we going to see here? Goes for the projectile again, but keeps forgetting that the Mata is able to just duck straight under them as Jackie.
No bar on the side of the Mata, which is interesting. No bars at all. With a character Jackie that isn't really bar dependent.
Gonna get the escape failed there. Batman Fresh
I don't
reacting
think
to
it's
the
going to make
throw.
too much of a difference. A throw either way would decide it, but Batman Fresh gets dash punched. I think he wanted something else. I think that was potentially like a forward 4. Who knows?
The Mata, he looks so much more comfortable now with his Jackie play. Previous game that he lost with Jackie, he was kind of... there was a few things that he could have
He
done
was
slightly
shaky,
better.
right?
Yeah.
At the very least, he was shaky. He wasn't feeling himself. He wasn't like
62.
optimized.
He wasn't confident. Whereas now you can see just how ready he is.
Batman Fresh starting off the aggressor though.
Good.
Doesn't get the full convert.
Oh, nearly gets a
Stand
standing 3-3. That would have been really nice
That
stuff
would
from the
have been
Mata.
big.
Decided not to commit though.
Is Batman Fresh going to break? No. Let's keep his bar. I like
Drops
the
it.
idea. I like the choice. I really like the choice. 129 damage. Batman Fresh starting his projectile game. I like it.
Oh, goes to the down 2, interrupting that good stuff from the Mata. Wants to make sure that Batman Fresh is not going to get that unblockable.
Plus frames. Full conversion. Doesn't meter burn it.
Another grease kick there off the forward 3 from the Mata. Oh, goes to the down 2.
That was interesting.
Yeah, trying to interrupt that string. Unfortunately, not quite going to work out. Goes to the plus frames with the Mata getting hit. This isn't too bad for either player.
Fatal
but
blow
this could-
is a problem.
This could go. Oh, the
This
Mata
could
eating
go either way.
projectile,
The
and he goes for
knee.
the fatal blow.
Look at that knee. Lord Brady. Shout outs.
The knee just Jack eating it straight through.
He
the
couldn't
armor.
survive it. It was unfortunate. The right idea by the Mata and the
no
right timing.
punish.
No punish on the nut punch, but the Mata still in the driver's seat. Nice down 2 by Batman Fresh, taking his turn back and taking back the momentum.
Can get a bit of plus frames here. The Mata standing up for that second
Age
projectile.
obviously having
the
wicked
anti
issues on is not great, but
beautiful
great
with
Batman
punish
Fresh.
there. More
Plus
plus frames.
frames.
What are we going to see? Batman Fresh getting a little bit more impatient. More plus frames.
Nice tech.
Oh, against your conversion. We are.
Now that was fine. Like I would have done the same sort of thing there. Like he wasn't certain if it was gonna like be a proper conversion.
Goes for the up 3, managing to establish a bit of pressure. Cage does. Cage has fatal blow. This is a scary position to be in. One touch could end it if he manages to land that cancel. He manages to go for the throw into the corner.
He's back in
a bad situation here. He does have fatal blow though. Oh, gets caught. Is this going to be it? The Mata has to break.
Why did he not just down 2?
No.
Grace kick. Punish.
Beautiful
Batman
punish.
Fresh. That was a complete opposite of game 1, right?
That was.
It was a complete opposite in the sense that Batman Fresh looked cleaner. He looked more confident, and the Mata just did not know what to do with the situations that Batman Fresh was putting him in. Is there going to be a character swap? I mean, I like Thamato's Jackie here. But
yeah.
Again, I would probably play Scarlet, but it's not up for me to decide. He's gone straight back in with Jackie.
He seems to be. I mean, if he's comfortable and he's character pick, and if he's willing to die by his Jackie, then I mean, fair enough.
You may not have to.
Die back the character that you want to if you are going to lose. But the Mata looking pretty strong in the beginning of this.
Nice duck on the dash punch. The Mata's very dash punch heavy as a player.
He is. But I mean, it seems to be working out very well for him.
I mean, the last couple of times that he's done it, he's actually getting blown up for it now. Batman Fresh is making the better reads in neutral, I believe. Or at least I feel.
The down 4.
Jumping kick. Oh, that could have been a full conversion.
Oh, beautiful whiff punish there from the Mata. Goes for the conversion, but forcing the breakaway from Batman. Oh, goes for the chip damage buff. I'm not sure he wanted that.
Must have just been down 1, right? He got down 1.
Oh, escape failed there from Batman. This is putting the Mata in a good position. Oh, goes for the impact 4 reversal. Interesting decision. I wonder if that was meant to be. Oh, standing 4.
What on earth? What on earth?
What is happening?
The Batman Fresh's head drops. He knows that could have been his round. But it's okay. He's still in it.
The Mata now on match point. Gonna get a little stagger here. Nice down 3 there. Gonna get some more plus frames. Unfortunately, no conversion as he decides to go for that fake out.
Nice throw. This is dangerous territory for Batman Fresh.
Another escape fail. Batman Fresh looks like
he's got to make better decisions in the corner, but a drop from Thamata. This might let him off.
Another throw. He's getting away with these a lot more. Sounds like he was listening to your commentary earlier as well.
Yeah, I'd like to think so, but probably not. Batman Fresh with a jump back, gets punished.
Another set plus. Goes to the throw. Nice delay wake up.
This is going to be it.
It looks like it.
And that's going to be it. Thamata. 2-1 over Batman Fresh.
So much more comfortable in the end of that match there. So much compared to the second game. He made that adaptation. He knew that he needed to keep Batman right in the corner. He knew he needed to keep the pressure on, and he did it so well. And
yeah.
I mean,
he played super clean in the
super aggressive, hyper aggressive play. It completely worked. It was perfect.
It is what it is, right? It's one of those. If it works, it works, and that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure who we're going to have up next.
Probably some more losers bracket action.
Possibly. I'm not sure who's in winners semis. I know Sonic Ninja is still in winners for that side, and he will be an interesting person to be taking on. But it looks like we've got Thamata playing up again. I'm not sure who's playing against, but I'm sure we'll find out.
Well, I think we could be running towards the end of this.
Yeah, I think this is the end of the losers bracket stuff, right?
Top 24 will be decided pretty soon. I'd imagine this could be one of the last games. The Mata, though, digging his way through the losers bracket. We've seen him.
Winner of this makes it to top 24. Okay, Thamata could make it out.
He could.
He could claw his way out of the denizens of the losers bracket, man.
Which I think, to be honest, he would be. I'm pretty sure he would be.
He'd be happy with that. Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, like, the brackets themselves are super stacked.
Yeah, for sure.
So for him to
making top 24 in a tournament of this size with so many talented players, it's no
easy feat.
Yeah, definitely. It's not something to kind of.
And I mean, if you look at the caliber of players that have gone out today, the caliber of players that are no longer in the tournament. You're looking at the likes of Derpy, who's been doing really well, who actually beat Foxy at a recent tournament. You are like, you're looking at some really good players.
Yeah.
Like White Black barely scraping through in losers.
Euphemism as well. I mean, he's obviously me being one of the Scottish players.
No, Euphemism's a mainstay of the UK scene. And generally speaking, we'll see him get to the top 24 echelon. Cool. Okay,
Oh,
that's how it's
okay.
going to go. So I just got the whisper. After this, it's going to be a 5-minute break, and then we're going to go ahead and make it top 24.
Scary stuff for me
I'm
and
not
you.
sure. Yeah. More and more so by the minute, but yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way tournament play goes, man. That's what we play for,
Yeah.
right? Especially winding down towards the end of the day, people getting tired. And
Yeah.
it's tough, right?
Especially with a lot of players travelling. I know for a fact Rusty Banana, one of the players here who have been having a really good day today with his Jackie Briggs. I know he had he flew from Turkey today to come here and compete.
Oh my god.
He is a Scottish player. He is from Scotland, but he was on vacation with his family, and rather than flying home to Scotland, he flew here to compete. So that shows the dedication. But anyway, the Mata versus FTP Buttons.
FTP Buttons with the Baraka. We saw the Mata lose to a Baraka already. Will he be able to make the relevant adaptations? Nice throw. Like already, the Mata's looking way more comfortable and confident.
Ooh, go for the sweep cancel.
Yo, the little leg kick.
Yeah. Oh, more plus
frames.
rings. We see the Mata going for this all the time. Plus rings, plus rings,
The
plus
Mata
rings.
looking so good right now. He wants that top 24, but he gets ducked.
No crushing blow. I think that's the smart decision.
Yeah,
here
I
from
wouldn't
Buttons.
really spend it in this situation.
Imagine 2 dash punches in a row.
Yo, he does not care. The Mata. Just pressing things, man. Just pressing things.
Just neutral duck this man once.
Nice jump in.
Oh, gonna manage to get that. Unfortunately, quite a small conversion there, but the whiff punish. Ooh.
He actually hit the grease kick, which is interesting. 1-1-2.
Gonna get a little bit of damage here.
It's gonna be a break.
Yep. Really down went into the throw there from the Mata, just enforcing his aggressive playstyle, trying to get as much damage as possible off with every touch, pushing him towards the corner. Getting a bit of pushback though, Buttons. Just trying to play a bit more patient. He does have the life lead at the moment. Oh, but the beautiful anti-no conversion, unfortunately.
Plus right. What's it gonna be? Buttons actually pressing buttons.
Goes to the wake up. Oh, the falls.
He tried it. Jackie actually struggles to punish that, but it means that he doesn't get the plus frames, like the level of plus frames that he gets otherwise.
Unfortunately, though, it means that
And
the
the Mata
Mata's
takes game 1, looking comfortable against Buttons.
I was going to say that the Mata unfortunately wasted his bar there, but it just did not matter. He's looking so clean, he's looking so comfortable.
You could say he did not, the Mata. I'm going to help that out. Yeah.
I'm glad we're having a break after this.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm pulling out dad jokes. It's
Yeah.
like yeah, but
Looks
yeah.
like we're going to get the change to Gearus here, though, from
Gearus is a
Buttons.
interesting pick against Jackie because people say that generally speaking Jackie is a very good pick for Gearus.
Yeah, I mean, she does have the ability to punish that.
the sand trap. Yeah.
Well, the back forward 2. Sorry, the forward 2-1-2. She has the ability to backdash and get a crushing blow off of that
wild,
string.
right?
But I mean, the reactions.
Oh, the crushing blow already.
Oh.
I mean, that gets it out of the way, so he doesn't have to worry about it.
I mean, look at the damage he's already got. He's got like 2 touches, and that's him 50% of the way there. I mean, I don't think spending that crushing blow was that bad of a decision.
Ooh. Yo, the conversion, the Mata
That was
feeling
pretty
himself,
sweet.
but no conversion there by Buttons. Now he's in the
put
corner.
Back
Is he
in
going to wake up? Is he going to do the Gearus?
Oh,
he tried it, I
the
think.
neutral jump. Oh, getting caught by that overhead again. The Mata just not
But it
well.
doesn't matter, like...
It doesn't the matter.
Stop it. You are not me. Nice tech there by Buttons.
Oh, is
And
this going to be
Mata
it? Oh,
gets
he
the
just
jump in.
managed to convert.
Nice tech by Buttons again.
That could have been the round if he chose to
Fatal
fail
blow. Fatal blow, it's coming.
The throw, and that's going to take the first round. Buttons looking a lot more comfortable here with this Gearus pick.
I think Gearus is just a more comfortable character, man.
Yeah.
You've seen it like all day so far. People picking characters like Gearus just for...
Even you completely out the blue. No one expected a pick for Gearus, but that crushing blow gonna give FTP Buttons a bit of ground here to work with. That forward throw gonna give him a bit of okay here.
Nice forward too. The Mata not looking in a good position.
No more defensive bar. If the Mata gets hit, that is gonna be death.
Down
He
one.
goes for the throw. More okay. What we're gonna see here, little shimmy, little throw. Forward 2-1-2. So many options.
Nice
the Mata
1-1-2.
just pressing down straight out of that.
I like Buttons' decision to
managing
break
to get that
late,
interrupt.
because it means that the Mata doesn't carry over a ton of momentum. But the down one.
Buttons looking way more comfortable. This is going to be a game down to the wire. I would say no, 1 each.
Yeah,
Back to character select. I wonder if he's going to pick Scarlet.
I wouldn't in this matchup. But I
well,
mean,
actually,
again, it's comfort, right? We've been talking about this all day. It's going to be Frost?
No.
Frost?
No.
No, we don't play low tiers.
You can't tease us like that.
We don't play low tiers.
You can't tease us like that.
Who plays Frost? I don't play Frost.
Tweedy plays Frost against Ninja Killer. That was something else back at CEO.
That's Tweedy, right?
But I'm surprised he didn't go for Scarlet because apparently Scarlet can 2-1-2 out of forward 2-1-2 with Geras.
I don't even like the sound of it.
Yeah, me neither.
Back 3-4. Plus in, plus frames.
Oh, gonna get a little bit of damage here. Nice little chunk, nice little
Buttons
20%.
is actually very buttons heavy.
Yeah.
He's pressing a lot of stand 1 when Jackie's doing her cancels.
With Gears, it's working out though. I mean, everything he's doing is perfect.
Down 1 check.
Nice throw tech. Gonna block that. Unfortunately, it is safe, but that's
The
gonna be a
Matter's
big
getting
crushing
punished
blow.
every time.
Just so afraid of that sand trap.
And just as you say, it gets hit by it. Nice back roll. That's going to be a punish.
Gonna see a nice chunk of damage here. He's gonna be a bit of an equalizer.
Unfortunately, combo. No punish.
Gonna go for the plus ones, but getting hit. Nice throw escape here. Goes to the down 2. Another throw from the Mata.
This is close.
This is getting super close. Oh, that's gonna. Is that gonna be?
Yes!
That is going to be it. That round is going to go to Buttons. That body splash is catching Jackie, going for that that sweep. I wonder if he wanted to cancel. Unfortunately, not coming out though. It would seem.
Possibly.
The Mata in the corner now. He's going to have to do something to get out here. It is Geras he is playing against. Dangerous positioning. Manages to get the jump kick. No conversion, unfortunately, though, for Buttons. Go for the forward 3. Just going to guarantee that kick.
Throw. This is looking good for him. The Mata with his back to the corner.
On Oki as well.
Oh, the Waker gets blown
big
up.
damage. He does have 2 bars, and he doesn't have breakaway. This is going to be massive.
This is going to be seriously close.
Manages to get a decent chunk of damage. 37% 1 bar. Another throw into Oki. What are we going to see here? Buttons working on a near flawless. Oh, managed to get a little bit of damage here. What are we going to see? Goes to the plus frames. No whiff punish. Guessing correctly. Finally on that 50.
And that's death.
That is going to be it. Buttons taking it over the
Oh, the down 2, the disrespect.
Oh, goes to the big boot.
And that is it. The Mata going out in top 32. Doesn't manage to get to top 24.
Buttons,
but good showing from him.
Yeah, Buttons is going to be pretty happy with that win. I mean, you saw the kind of streak the Mata had going through that losers bracket towards the end there. But Buttons closing that out, making the right switch to Geras, I think.
And momentum is key, right?
I mean, getting those first few hits on the round there, having Jackie in the corner at the start of the second was really crucial to the kind of success that he managed to have there. And his positioning, his mobility, like his jump ins, everything was so well calculated. Everything he did was so and
that's going to be the end of the pool play for Versus Fight in 2019.
I think we're going to have
our top 24 is set now.
Yes, it will be.
So we are going to take a short 5 to 10 minute break. It's been great commentating with you, my good friend.
If you guys want to check out the bracket, I believe there's a command in the stream chat.
I believe so. And it will take you straight to the Smash DG, so you guys can see who your favourite players are playing next. So next, coming up is top 24. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.